Beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Bodhi. It's Bodhi. Gonna wait for a few more people. Come on into the live. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey, Brenda. How are you? This is actually not the Aquarius reading that I promised I would do. I would do that later. This is an exposed video. Lord. Let me smudge myself, y'all. Just give me a second. Oh, Lord. You got to stay prayed up when you're dealing with crazy people. You know what I'm saying? Just let a few more people come on in, you guys. Go ahead and get started. Oh. You guys, I am not reading today. This is me addressing a troll. Okay. Now, 12th house. I have a few trolls. I never pay any attention to trolls because I seriously believe that whenever you give your attention, your focus to anything, you breathe life into it. So I never pay attention to trolls, okay? However, Bodhi received a threatening email. Hello, everyone. Oh, thank you, you guys. Thank you. What are we exposing? Hey, Taurus watching. Hello. All right, I got my mobs in the building. You guys, I don't know if this troll is going to show up, mobs, but be on deck. If he do show up, don't block him. So I want him to show up. I believe it's a man. So you guys, I received a semi-threatening email. I'm going to read it to you guys. I don't know who this individual is. It's an unknown source. I tried to respond to this person. However, by the time I responded to this individual, address not found. Okay. Address not found. Can y'all see this? This is what I received when I tried to respond to this individual. Okay. And this is the email here that I received. I don't know if y'all can see it. Oh, Lord. All right. So let me go ahead and read the email, y'all. Okay. Charge up my phone. It took me a little while to respond to this. Okay. It's been about a week or so. I got this. I've been kind of busy, and I really had to pray on whether or not I wanted to breathe life into the situation. But anytime someone threatens to expose you, I think it's in your best interest to let the cat out the bag yourself. So this is from a Jack Frost. Jack Frost. You couldn't been, I mean, that was as creative as he got. Huh? Now I know he's going to watch this. I know he's going to watch it, whether he joins or not. But Jack Frost, 4182. Okay. You couldn't have been more creative, Jack Frost. Huh? All right. Yeah. This is the email that I received. Okay. Bodhi, the shape shifter. Oh, God. Spellcaster. It says, you had no business telling my significant other what you told her. That was not your place. Ooh. She purchased a reading from you. And since then, our relationship hasn't been the same, y'all. Now, whose fault is that? It's my fault, I guess, okay? He said, I was going to let her know myself when the time was right, but you completely, I believe that says, but you completely ruined that. So it's my time to expose you, Miss Bodie. Ooh, okay. Jack Frost, 4182. He says, I know who you are and what you are up to. You are a shape shifter and you cast spells on people's relationships, which is not your place. Oh, Lord have mercy. I will expose you and hope you are ready. I will expose you and I hope you are ready. So I had sent this individual an email back and I said, I agree with you to a certain extent. Would you like to talk about it? Like I said, null and void. Okay. This troll literally created this email account for me and then erased it. Okay, perfect. So, Mr. Jack Frost, 4182, you guys, I thought, well, since I couldn't speak to this individual privately, let me speak to him publicly. Let me expose myself before he exposed me. Mm, mm. Somebody said somebody from the South wrote that email. Oh, hello, everybody. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Probably so, Tanya. Probably so. They big mad though. Now, honestly, I do not know who this individual is. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it says I've been watching you since March 2019. Okay, so he said it's time for me to expose you, Miss Bodie. I've been watching you since March of 2019. I know who you are and what you are up to. You are a shapeshifter and you cast spells on people's relationships, which is not your place. I will expose you and I hope you are ready. Okay. So I really don't know who this individual is, y'all. But I have brought a lot of things to light. I've done thousands of readings, y'all, since I started my YouTube channel. I have exposed men and women that were cheating. I have exposed, husbands, sleeping with men. Okay. Maybe he was in that bunch. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know who this is. Okay. Uh, And my thing, Mr. Jack Frost, is your significant other reached out to me. First of all, she reached out to me. I didn't reach out to her. So I can't even apologize for bringing to light what you was hiding. Okay. It's not my fault. Okay. Now let's go ahead and address what he is going to expose. I don't know how he is planning on exposing this. I don't know when. If y'all get wind of it, let me know. Let me know. Okay. So I can refer everybody back to this live that I'm doing. Okay. Because how can you expose someone that I don't have nothing to hide. How can you expose somebody? So let's break down this email, you guys. Shape shifting. Shape shifting. Lord have mercy. Shape shifting. Oh, right. Now, I believe in a lot of things, y'all. I believe in a lot of weird things, which I do want to talk a lot about because it's all 12th house energy. Okay. Do I believe in shape shifting? Absolutely. All right. Let's go ahead and, I looked up some Google definitions, okay, of shape shifting. Let me read them. One definition that I found about shape shifting, it says it's also called transformation or metamorphosis. Refers to a change in the form or a shape of a person, a change from human to animal or vice versa, or a change in appearance from one person to another. Okay. In folklore, shape shifting is the ability to physically transform through an inherently superhuman ability divine intervention, demonic manipulation, sorcery, or having inherited the ability. Now, to my understanding, shape shifters, then it's not something that they do publicly. It's not something that is really, done for everyone to see. They kind of hide because they feel like, they're the only one, right? They're the only kind that can actually do that. They don't really relate to anybody. They feel like they're the only ones that's able to shape shift, and so they kind of do it in private. Now, I have a YouTube channel. And so, obviously, I'm not doing nothing in private. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I look at everything, you guys, in a metaphysical way. Okay, in a metaphysical way. I'm a metaphysical practitioner. Okay, so am I a shape shifter? Have I changed? Have I transformed? Have I gone through several metamorphoses? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Jack Frost, 4182. I travel. I do a lot of traveling. Whenever I travel, my avatar has to change. All right. Whenever I travel, I switch, I shift in between energies, in between dimensions, in between reality. My reality out the country is not the same as my reality in the country. My reality in the cold is not the same as my reality in the hot. So my avatar has to change. And so I'm constantly changing, I'm constantly shifting. You said you've been watching me since March 2019, honey. I probably made 3 different transformations since March 2019. Okay. And it all was done publicly. I can't hide when I shape and I shift. So yes, I'm a shapeshifter. Okay. In a metaphysical way. I'm always changing. Always. Shit. I may get lighter, I may get darker, I may gain weight, I may lose weight, I may have short hair, I may have braids, I may throw a wig on. I'm always changing. That's nothing to expose, my dear. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Nothing to expose. I have 6 placements of scorpionic energy. So my whole damn life is a shape-shifting experience. I'm always changing. And what does scorpion energy represents? It represents regeneration, transformation, death, always shifting and changing, y'all. Okay? So, Mr. Jack Frost, you have not exposed absolutely nothing that has been done in plain damn sight. Everybody has seen that I have been shifting and changing and whatever. Now, of course, you can Google shape shifting and whatever, they always want to make things seem worse than what it really is. Okay. I'm not the only damn person that knows how to shift and change and adjust to their environment. Millions of people do this all the time. Y'all do this all the time. It's important to be adaptable to change, right? So continue to expect me to shape shift, okay? Because he's been watching me, he said, he's been watching me. Continue to watch. You're going to see a lot of more changes and shifting and shit. So you didn't expose anything there. I just let the cat out the bag. In plain day sight. Yes, I exposed I exposed them, y'all. I exposed him. And like I said, I wish I knew who this individual was. I swear I wish I knew, because we could have talked about this. I could have helped him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know how he's planning on exposing me. I'm sure it's going to be on some type of social media, and I don't even know. Maybe he's done it already. I don't know. If y'all know, let me know. Okay, let me know. Don't forget to come back and let me know. Because let me expose my damn self with this ridiculous ass shit that you talking about. Like, come on, you ain't really saying nothing, baby. Okay. I'm going to continue to go through a metamorphosis. Now, I've never shapeshifted into an animal. That would be pretty dope. Like, I would like to shapeshift into a butterfly. I would love to shapeshift into a butterfly, y'all. And so, yeah, Mr. Jack fucking Frost. And then lastly, he called me a spell caster, and that I cast spells. Hold on, let me read this verbatim. I know who you are and what you are up to. You are a shapeshifter and you cast spells on people's relationships, which is not your place. I will expose you and I hope you are ready. Here we go, y'all. There, that's it. This is it. Oh, look at my nail over there. Y'all see that? Okay. So, a spell caster. Let's go ahead and talk about that. My favorite subject, casting spells. Well, if we don't know by now, whenever we write, especially in black ink, you are casting a spell. Whenever we speak, we are casting a spell. I think, we're in, well, I don't believe the world is only 2,000 years old. I don't believe that. I believe that the world is way older than 2,000 years. Come on, y'all. I don't believe that the new year has came in yet. The new year don't come in until springtime, right? But the collective conscious says that this is 2020. So being that, we're backdating Earth to 2020, we all know by now that thought, words are all frequency. It's all energy. We know that. So every time we speak, we're casting, right? Every time we write, especially with black ink. That's why I never write nothing in black ink if you don't want it to come true. So you're not exposing shit there. All right. The difference, what makes spell casting bad is when you have a negative intention attached to it. That's what makes it bad. People are casting spells consciously or unconsciously, whether we realize it or not. Every day we're casting spells, baby. I do my shit intentionally. And whenever I cast spells, I do it on the highest elevation for the greatest good of all. So whenever I get on YouTube, before I press record, I'm always tapping into the spirit of God, first of all. And I always have positive intention to bring light to what's hidden, to bring clarity where there is confusion. That has always been my intention in 12th house. Okay. So you're not exposing nothing there, my love. All right. We're all casting. It is what it is. I always have good intention. I never have evil intention because I know how powerful my words are. I know how powerful my thoughts are. And I know if I am doing anything with negative intention, it's so powerful that it comes right back just like that. You know what I'm saying? It comes right back to me. The hell? Want to cast nothing negative on nobody, y'all? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Is he in here, y'all? Did he show up? You want to be a peacock? I would love to be a peacock too and just spread open. Well, the males. Okay, you want to be a male peacock or a female peacock? Because the male peacocks are the ones that are colorful. I want to be a peacock too. I want to be a butterfly because I really feel like my whole life has been a caterpillar. I've gone through this whole metamorphosis for sure, over and over and over and over again. But so Mr. Jack Frost, he feels like I'm spell casting. So when people purchase readings from me, again, I always have the greatest intention for the highest good of all, to bring light where there to what's hidden and to bring clarity to confusion. Your significant other reached out to me. She knew something wasn't right. I brought light to what was hidden, my love, and I'm not going to apologize. Okay, I'm not going to apologize. You talking about I'm casting spells? Yeah, you clearly said right here. She purchased a reading from you, and since then our relationship hasn't been the same. I was going to let her know myself when the time was right, but you completely ruined that. Shit, I guess your time and her time wasn't on the same accord. She wanted to know now or whenever she purchased the reading. And shit has nothing to do with me. I didn't cast no spell. I had great intention to help your significant other. All right. And so instead of you trying to get mad at me and trying to expose me on some bullshit, you could have just talked to your woman. Why did you why did you reach out to Bodhi and ask for a reading? I mean, you should have talked to her about that. You coming at me. Thank you for the super chat, honey. I appreciate that. Who is this? Monica Van Dyke. I appreciate that, love. I have a butterfly tat. Yeah, I want to be a butterfly. Hello, everybody. You know what? I was sitting here thinking because somebody said he must have been treating his wife really bad. I mean, I think so because I meditated on this, like, who could this be to where this person was so angry? Because when I read this email, this was anger. All right. I mean, I know I'm making light of it, I'm making light of it. But when I initially opened this up, it had a lot of anger. And so I said, damn, uh, who could this have been? What was the biggest thing? What was the biggest lie that I done saw in a reading and told somebody about? And um, I remember the beginning of last year, you know, it happened maybe about 3 times. This has happened about 3 times. In the thousands of readings that I've done, it happened 3 times. And I'm not sure if he's a part of this bunch or not. But the most biggest thing that I have exposed, because people who come to me that's in relationships and they ask these questions, is my husband cheating? 9 times out of 10, they know their husband cheating. So that ain't really nothing to expose. What's really the kicker is, let's say your husband is sleeping with another man. Oh, I think that's what it is. Oh. Baby, nobody expects to hear that. And like I said, I don't know if he was in that bunch, the one of the three, but I actually did that for 2 males. 2 married men was sleeping with another man. 2. And then one of them was a woman. She was married to a man. She was sleeping with another woman or whatever. And the husband, reached out to me for a reading because he likes something off. So, and I remember these individuals because when something is revealed to me in a reading like that, I'd be like, wow. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different type of vibe, y'all, from just somebody, hey, is she cheating on me or is he cheating on me, to, yeah, he cheating on you with the same sex, with his same sex or with her same sex. I mean, to each his own, y'all. Do what you do. But to a wife that is married and they find out that their husband is not only cheating but with another man, I mean, yeah. Yeah. And so I really feel like it has something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? It has something to do with that, y'all. He needs a reading. I'm telling you, he needs a reading, girl. Yes, I am definitely willing to dive deep, you guys. I have really been wanting to get off into this energy, shape shifting, because like I said, shape shifting, background people, different realities, switching in between different realities and, switching in between different energies, spell casting, how to do it because we're doing it anyway, setting intentions. Y'all can look back on my old videos. I started this channel off with using the phases of the moon to manifest. Okay. These have been my practices since 2009. Okay. And, me, talking about people's different spiritual gifts, you know, um, some people may call you crazy, but really you just have a spiritual gift, and like recognizing these spiritual gifts. I've been wanting to talk about a lot of stuff in 12th house, but I've always kind of uh, been reluctant because a lot of this information is very little to no information out there, if that makes sense. This just comes from deep meditation. I had a mentor, rest in peace, Dolores Cannon. That's one of my mentors. I just love her to death, because I would have dreams about things, and I would seek, because I'm like, okay, where is these dreams coming from? And so I would seek, I'm get on the internet and I would seek. And then when you seek, you find, right? And so many times Dolores Cannon would pop up. And so I started diving into her like, oh my God, like I'm not crazy. Like, okay, yay, So, background people, backdrop people, all these things, y'all. Uh, I wanted to get off into, and I will. This is the time for it, I believe. And it's just so funny. I feel like this whole him trying to expose me, it's kind of like, well, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. He kind of got me out because I'm like, okay, he finna expose me. Shit. Well, maybe this is a perfect time to open up, Yes, I'd be shifting and there be transformation, metamorphosis, spiritual changes, physical changes. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. We can talk about shape shifting. All right. Do anybody else know anything about shape shifting, you guys? Yeah, he got a whole other life. Yes, he does. Just the cheating, he's got a whole other life. Troll is such a meaningless and overused term. The troll is such a wow. I feel enlightened. Advocate for productive speech. You don't have to feel enlightened. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to share more of that because if you don't feel enlightened, somebody may advocate for productive speech. A lot of this stuff is, it is uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's uncomfortable because normally when we get to talking about things that people are not comfortable with, they reject it right away. You crazy girl, what's wrong with you? And it's okay. But we've been in the age of Aquarius. I don't care what nobody say. We've been in the age of Aquarius, baby. So it's all about, because the information is out there, it's all about filtering through what's right, what's the right information, what's the wrong information. And for me, I've always been a seeker. Okay, not a researcher. I don't like research. And I got a paralegal degree. Hated it. Researching. Ugh. Because researchers, they need something tangible, okay? Some type of documentation, something to prove their thesis, something to prove what it is that they are looking for. A seeker is someone that seeks and they find and they know it's true or not based on how they feel. And for me, when I seek information, how I know it's true, how I can relate to it, because usually my hair, I stand up or I'll get goosebumps. And then I'd be like, ooh, this is some good information. This is the truth. Let me apply it to my life. Let me experiment, because that's what I do. I seek according to whatever meditation I didn't get, because I be in heavy meditation, y'all. I wasn't in the tropics for all of last year for nothing, baby. I was in the mountains meditating, naked, grounding my energy, um, spiritual hibernating. And so it's all about, what you feel. You know, when you run across the truth, it stands up. For me, it does. It stands up. I get goosebumps. The hair stands up. And then so I said, okay, I done ran across something here that my soul needs. So let me apply it to my life, right? Let me apply it to my life before I share it with others. Because I'm a life path 11, Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, very intuitive. I can't help it. A little weird. It's okay. Right now, I'm an Aries sun, a Scorpio moon. Okay. The next 30 years of my life, I'll be an Aries sun, y'all. Just came out of Pisces. I was a Pisces. I've been a Pisces since I was 6 years old. Now I'm talking about progressive astrology. That's another thing I wanted to share with you guys in 12th house. So y'all stay tuned. Okay. Because we're going to be talking about progressive astrology. I definitely suggest for y'all to check out your progressive astrology. There's a lot of different websites you can go to check where you are right now in your progression. But the one that I use is Astro Theme. Astro Theme, all one word. And if you Google it, Astro Theme Progressive Astrology, and it tells you where you are right now in your spiritual development, in your development, where you are right now. Okay. What energy you are navigating. Okay. We change, our sun changes its sign every 30 years, 25 to 30 years. Our moon changes its sign every 2 to 2.5 years. Okay. So I'm like, I think about 4 degrees Aries just came into Aries, y'all. And I am about 15 degrees Scorpio moon. Oof. I don't know if I like my moon in Scorpio. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but I've already been an intense feeler. And so this is just like intense emotions on 1,000. Shit. So I don't know. I'm getting used to it. I can't wait until I transition off into a Sag, to have a Sag moon. Give a damn about nothing. Right now, it's like emotionally, everything that I feel is so intense, it's so serious, it's so, oh, I got to get to the bottom of it. So whenever somebody, oh, I'm going to expose you. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he would have caught me and I was in my Sag moon, if he would have caught me 2 years from now in my Sag moon, I'd be like, baby, bye, gone someday. We better shut up talking to me. But, here we are, and so Aries, I need to really try to, uh, uh, find out how I can navigate this Aryan energy, because I'm not really used to being being impulsive, I guess. I've been very impulsive. But I love it because it's fire. And so it has me very creative. You can't tell me nothing. I've always been independent, but it's times 10. You know what I'm saying? What y'all saying? Cancer moon. Yes, yes, Taylor. I was born in Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. But with my progressive astrology, everybody has a progressive astrology. Every 25 to 30 years, your sun change from your natural chart. You progress. Again, we transform, baby. We shift. Okay? We shift. Our moon sign changes every 2 to 2.5 years. All right. And so it's a slow transit. So I'm going to be in Aries until I'm about, let me see. I ain't going to tell my age. But for another, like about 25 years, 25, 30 years, I'll be in Aries. I've been a Pisces since I was about 6 years old. And I remember that shift when it happened. That's when my dreams started to come. That's when I started to realize that I was different. That's when I started to hear spirit. I started to see spirit. This is when my life changed. Okay. I was 6. And I remember I was 6 because my milestone was like 5. When I was 5, like kindergarten, that was a milestone for me. I was still normal. I was still in Aquarius ain't normal. They're not normal people, but you know what I'm saying? I wasn't seeing things. I wasn't hearing things. Then I didn't start doing that into first grade. 6 years old. That's when I became a Pisces. And I just got out of Pisces 2019. Okay. So here I am in Aries. Y'all help me. It's, yeah, because I'm already a firecracker. I'm already feisty, you know. Yeah, I really see spirit. I really see spirit. Ask you mentor. I would like to be mentored by you. Sure, Taylor. I'm actually getting my life coaching certification right now. Getting my life coaching certification, y'all. I've been life coaching my whole life, with people around me. People have always told me, you need to be a life coach, or you need to be this, you need to be that, whatever. And, I'm a teacher, I'm a teacher, I teach. So I thought, well, I've been doing it for free to my family, to my friends. Shit. Everybody always come to me. Can you help me, please? Help me organize my life, you know. So I've always done it. And so I've been getting a certification. So now, you don't need a certification to be a life coach, but I want to expand my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Before I offer those services. So I'm hoping by my birthday's on the 14th of next month. That's my goal, is to have my certification so I can start offering those services, which I will start sharing some life coaching tips on my YouTube. So yes, Taylor, I would love to do that. I have a couple mentorees already that be emailing me. I don't know if she's even in here. People be like, you my mentor. I don't know if you know it or not. Lord have mercy, y'all. Let me bring my thing closer, my computer closer. Hold on, give me a second. Because I can't see the comments, you guys. I like the term seeker. It's more of a feeling of spirit. That's right. Yeah, I'm a seeker. I feel as though, this is from Monica Van Dyke. I feel as though my transformation is slow because of my Taurus tendencies, but you have to be really ready, willing, and open. That's right. I like the term seeker. Yeah. 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 And also, like I said, y'all go check out uh, Astro Theme, progressive astrology, because that may have something to do with it. You may be navigating a slower sun. It could be a Taurus, that you are navigating. You know what I'm saying? Um, you have goosebumps right now. Preacher sister. Hey, art creation. Thank y'all for being here. That's shape shifting within itself. Yeah. Um, Cancer moon. Yes, Sagittarius. Yeah, look, I love Sagittarius. I can't wait till my son, see, I'll almost be 40. I'll almost be 40 when I get off into my Sagittarius moon, baby. I'm gonna be like, yes, I have arrived. Because right now, shit just too real. You understand what I'm saying? Shit just too real. I feel I'm already clairsentient, y'all, and that is a blessing within itself. And then I be seeing things. So somebody asked me if I see spirit. Yes, I see spirit. When I was a kid, the first spirit I've ever seen in body form was my grandmother. My grandmother was an Eastern Star. She was the one that was giving me jewels when I was way young. I didn't know what the hell she was talking about, baby. She told me the importance of having cats. My granny had 12 cats outside, of course. And I used to be like, Granny, and she was way back in Mississippi, baby, in the woods. Witchy. But not really. But she was a healer, and she was an Eastern Star. And she was telling me, I used to ask her, Granny, why you got so many cats? I'll never forget it. And she told me, baby, always keep you a cat around, because they see things that you can't. Always keep you a cat around. And they keep the mice and the snakes away, And when she said, well, they keep the mice and snakes away, that made logical sense, But she said they see things you can't, that shit went right over my head. Until I started seeing this stuff. And so everywhere I go, because that's an ancestor that I absolutely just, I love my granny, because I feel her. But everywhere I go, I don't care if I'm in Honduras, in Costa Rica, in Guatemala, in Nicaragua, if I'm in the States, if I'm in Texas, if I'm in Illinois, I don't care where I'm at, a cat is going to come. A cat is going to come. So I'm back here in my hometown now, and there's a cat. Came to my window when I got back. Just at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what the hell? I said, hey, Granny. And so I had told my mom about it. And she said, well, honey, we ain't got no cats around here. I said, Mama, now you do. Whenever me and my daughter show up, you're going to have a cat around. Okay. So, yeah, but I see spirit. The first spirit that I ever seen in body form was my grandmother when she passed away. It was in clear as day. I thought I was dreaming, but I was not dreaming. I was not dreaming. My grandmother passed away in her sleep. My grandmother had long white hair. She always kept it tied up in the back, and a very fair-skinned individual, looked just like my mom. And anyways, the next morning after her funeral, my granny came to me, and she was floating in the corner, and she had an all white, and she was just floating there with like, and but her hair wasn't gray, it was black. She didn't have no wrinkles on her face. She was brand new or whatever. And I was just like, just remember looking like, first of all, I was asleep and I just woke right up. And because I felt someone looking at me, so I woke right up and I'm just looking like, I mean, like y'all, this how it was. It like took my breath away. It was like she took my breath away and I couldn't breathe. Damn it. Oh Lord. Ever since then, every time a family member passed, they always show themselves to me. Sometimes spirit shows themselves to me in the form of a body, but not all the time. Usually it is like a stream, like a stream. I don't know if y'all can see this. That's why I love this right here, because it kind of, this is like, sometimes I see this, right? Like I'll be like, I'll just be staring out and then I'll see something like this, just as clear as day, just going about his business. I'm like, hey, spirit. And then I always pay attention to how I feel. If the energy is heavy or if it's a negative spirit, I can feel it, because I feel it. It's a heaviness that kind of comes over. They got energy. If it's a good spirit, it's a lightness that I feel, right? It's a light energy. There's a spirit here. It's always been one in my house. This is where I grew up at. It's always been a spirit here. But this one, I was telling my daughters, because my Pisces daughter, she can see. And so she came to me the other day and she was talking about the spirit, because I've been telling them, I know one of y'all can see, And so anyways, we have a youthful one here, a youthful spirit that's here. And so, it's been revealing itself, just like this smoke, y'all, just like this smoke right here. That's it be coming in and out. And that motherfucker always around. My youngest daughter, she's a Cancer right now. Oh no, she was born in Cancer. And she's too scared. She's too scared. So, but my Pisces, like, and it's so funny because, I check into their progressive signs as well. And my oldest daughter, which is she was born a Pisces. She is an Aries sun and a Leo moon, I think. But she's an Aries sun, Leo moon. And my youngest daughter, that's the Cancer, she's a Leo sun. And I forgot her moon. Gosh, what is her moon? But anyway, she don't want to see, baby. And if you don't want to see, don't call that in. All right, I didn't call it in. It was just like, honey, you go. So yeah, I see spirit. And when I was in Honduras, you guys, like my last videos that I was uploading before these, with this background, I was in Honduras, and there was a spirit. It was a playful spirit that used to play with my cat all the time. Oh, my cat used to climb the damn wall, and I was like, and I feel like it was like a little boy. That's what I picked up on, a little boy. That was the spirit. You say I'm Leo on the 10th of January. I had a car accident, eclipse moon. What does it mean? Everybody goes away. How come this year better the last, because it was the worst year ever? So you had a car accident on the eclipse moon? Wow. Amy S, you had a car accident, honey. I'm so happy that you are still here. Did you get harmed in any way? Did you get harmed in any way? Whenever we have car accidents, okay, this is not by chance. I don't even call it accidents. Everything's supposed to happen. You needed to slow down, baby. All right, Amy, you were moving too fast. All right, Leos tend to do that. That's why I'm not going to say scared, but I'm just reluctant to be in this Aries energy. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of reluctant because very assertive, fire energy moves fast. Boom, do, do. So, you were moving too fast, Amy. You were moving too fast. The universe needed you to slow down. It needed you to listen. Okay? So that's what that means. That's what I feel. You needed to slow down. What were you doing? This is what you need to ask yourself, Amy. What were you doing when you got in that car accident? Where were you on your way to? What mental mind frame were you in? Those are the 3 questions you need to ask yourself. Because wherever you were on your way to, wherever your mind mental state was, the spirit, the universe needed to detour you. You were rushing, and you have to slow down. You got to slow down. So if you are rehabilitating yourself, use this time to meditate, honey. Drink warm water. This is for all the women. Drink warm water. Hot beverages, whether it's tea. Okay, stay away from coffee. So tea or warm water, room temperature water. Our womb is warm and it's dark. When we go drinking that damn cold ass soda pop or cold water, okay, it messes up our sacral chakra. It messes up our abilities and things like that to create and things. So drink warm water, Amy, and then go off, or some tea, rosemary tea, peppermint tea, or warm water, and go off into meditation. Try to do about 10 minutes of meditation a day. First thing when you wake up, if you're in rehabilitation still, and the universe will let you know why, exactly why, okay? Oh, goodness, it says something. Oh, are we still here, y'all? Can y'all put a 1 in the chat to let me know? Because it says something about the connection was bad. Says something about the connection was bad. I do believe that 2020, if we are in 2020, which I know we're not, but this is going to be a better year. It's going to be a lot of work ethic. You got to put your money where your mouth is at. Very powerful year, number 4. Right? We got to put our money where our mouth is at. You guys, whatever it is that we want to create, it's about laying the bricks, laying the foundation. We got to put our money where our mouth is at. So it's not about talk. It's about doing. It's about effort, trying. You know what I'm saying? It's about building. It's about out with the old, in with the new. All right. That's what that's about. So it's going to be a powerful year. All right. You're a Libra. Oh, I love Libras. I ask you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jada, for putting that in there. Yeah, definitely go check that out. Okay, when you said you've seen spirit, okay, I think, oh, I'm going all the way back. Ooh, okay. Because learn how to astral project. Okay, you want to learn how to astral project? Art creation, definitely do your research on astral projection. That's very possible. Okay, I've been doing it since I was 6 years old. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but be careful what you ask for, because there's a lot that's out there. You have to be able to direct your energy. Okay, because we all leave when we go to sleep. we go somewhere. All right, we go somewhere else. This is going to be another subject, y'all, but I'll get off into it a little bit. All right, y'all know there are different realities, different parallel realities. There's a lot of different parallel realities, okay? When we go to sleep, we go off into different parallel realities. We are existing not just here, we are existing in several parallel realities. When Mercury goes retrograde, I feel tired the most. A lot of people feel tired the most during a Mercury retrograde because our bodies are simultaneously living in these different parallels, and Mercury is slowing us down, yet and still our bodies are still existing in these different parallels. Okay. When Mercury is forward, we usually are only aware when we're in another reality, when we're asleep, when we're not conscious. But when, because Mercury rules our mental energy, it rules our mind, our focus. And so when it's retrograde, he slows down, he kind of goes to sleep. So so our mind, like shit, we be all we be really existing in different realities and not even knowing it all at the same time. Okay. So it's not like a stop of this reality and the beginning of the next, which usually happens. Okay. When we go to sleep, we're out of this reality, we're into the next parallel reality. You know what I'm saying? So Mercury's going retrograde. Somebody left it under the Virgo reading I did when they said February 17th through mid-March. We're going off into another Mercury retrograde. So, like I said, meditation, drinking warm water or warm beverage is very imperative because, it will help you navigate your energy. If you pay attention, you're tired. You're a little bit confused during Mercury retrograde. There's a lot of traffic, all these things, because these parallel universes are kind of colliding together. Okay. Got to be aware, you guys. All right. We'll save that for something else. So, astral projection. Yeah. Be careful what you ask for, because there is a lot out there when you astral project. There are different dimensions. Okay. We have parallel dimensions like this, and then we have lateral dimensions. Parallel dimensions ain't that bad. Okay. Because you could be 2 years old in this dimension, parallel dimension. You could be 89 in that parallel dimension, but you're still the same soul in this dimension. Now, when you go lateral, that's a whole nother, that's the astral, right? Astral projection. When you go lateral is when you start getting off into the heavens. Okay. There's a space for lost souls. People that just wonder, they're just lost. That's why they say the altar is so important, especially if you've had a relative that just passed away abruptly, or if you've had a relative that passed away not due to a natural death. Okay. A lot of the times, you guys, if that person was not evolved spiritually, a lot of times they're lost. Okay. And they get stuck. Right. Sometimes they get stuck because when they died, boom, drastically, or boom, tragically, if they were not spiritually evolved. Okay. And so they get lost for a little while. Some of these people or these souls have been there forever. And some of them have, some of them will continue to, ascend, they'll continue. But there is a place for lost souls. And that's why it's important, if you've had a family member that tragically passed away or just abruptly passed away, it's important to set up some type of altar for them, at least for like the first 6 months to a year after their passing, with a candlelight, with something that they like or something that they enjoy, because the candlelight kind of leads, it's kind of like leaving the porch light on for them, and it helps them. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am not here. I'm not here. Where am I? Like, it helps them navigate. Okay. So yeah, there's a place when you go lateral, you're doing an astral projection, you're going lateral into lateral dimensions. Y'all with me? You're going to go through that soul, that lost soul rim. You'll get to the, eventually you'll get through to the angelic realm, where, oh my goodness. Yeah. I can never stay there long because man, the colors are shit, they kind of give me a headache, if that makes sense. Like, And this orange is not even orange, y'all. This ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like this red on my nail, these colors, baby. I mean, like they are like powerful. The colors, the energy in these angelic, you know, powerful, man. You know, so I'd be like, like sometimes I'd be blinded. I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta, you know. So be careful what you ask for. Is definitely possible. Definitely possible. You know what I'm saying? Our creation. And if you've been, obviously you're interested in it, so go for it. All I'm saying is just do your research. All right. You may have to go to the library. This is what I usually do when you can't, because I really don't trust Google. So I usually go to the library and like the archives, you know, ancient knowledge. And then, like I said, meditation and warm water, because that's where your answers will come from. But do your research, find out about the lateral universes or realities, and the, you know, parallel, you know, realities. And yes, we can go down. All right, we can go down as well. Okay. Let me see. It makes sense what you see. Okay. Anybody know about the years? What does it mean? Well, I'm not 40 yet. I won't be 40 for a while. I see spirits, visions, and dreams. Taylor, you have been anointed. It can be a blessing and a curse to see spirits and visions. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and cats will help. Get you a cat, Taylor, because they help. You know what I'm saying? The cats help. They help. And when a cat comes up to you, you know how they brush up against you. My cat used to do it all the time, especially right before I got the reading. Nylan would come and brush up against me. I'd be like, thank you, baby. And what he's doing is he's getting off negative energy. You know, whatever that spirit was, he will take that shit away. You know what I'm saying? So get you a cat. The cat will also show you where the spirits are at, because they stare. Their little ears get to twitching. They get to, you be like, what the hell are you looking at? You got to pay. Oh, okay. You know, so they'll show you where the spirits are at. Yeah, they get creepy sometimes. Yeah. When it went over your head. You are so funny, sister. I remember I put a spirit near me. Cat stayed close, one above my head. Yeah. Oh, okay. You already got a cat. Okay. I gotcha. You have a special gift. Oh, thank you. Did it scare you when you first seen her spirit? Did it scare me? It absolutely did scare me. It took my breath away. It took my breath away. Doreen Hanson, I'm a Cancer sun, moon, and rising. You are a Cancer sun, moon, and rising right now, currently in your progressive chart, or is that your natal chart? Because if so, you're very intuitive. Either way, it's a time for you to tap in, Doreen. If you're a Cancer, all of that. Yeah, it's time for you to tap in too. Never seen a spirit before, but I did have a out of body experience. Ooh, out of body experience. Now that's, I mean, well, when I be astral traveling, I be having them out. You got to tell me about your out of body experience, art creation. Share with everybody, please. How is that? She flipped cards on that nigga. Yeah, I did flip the cards. I flipped the cards, and I don't know if this is the guy, one of the guys that was cheating on his wife with another man. But I was thinking, well, that must be it. That must be it. It gotta be. Yeah, my battery going low. Oh, thank you, Sunshine. We love you too. Yes, black tea is good. It is so good for you at all. Peppermint tea sounds good. I tried it with love. Ooh, baby, you're dealing with that. Oh God. It says your connection is unstable. Y'all, are we on or what? I'm not talking to my dang on self. Let me know if y'all here, because it just said something. And I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down these comments, y'all. Oh, it's buffering. Damn. Are we on? Are we on, y'all? Let me know if we're on. Can y'all put a 1 in the chat? Okay. Yay, y'all here. Yes, honey spirit. Yes, honey spirit be messing. Spirit always be messing with me. I'm trying to get to these where my battery go out real quick. Okay, but I love talking about these things. People take it their time and talk about it until it's too late. I think it's time. Okay, tell us about your first out of body experience. And yeah, just set your intention, right? Whenever you are astral traveling, or you're trying to get off into spirits, you're trying to communicate, whatever you're trying to do, y'all, just make sure you set your intention, okay? Me and the girls, we found out that one of my ancestors, because I've always felt this energy, a very powerful energy. I have to move this so I can charge up my computer, but I've always felt this very powerful energy around me, and I can never really place my finger on it. I've always very powerful energy that I've always felt. Okay, and anyways, when I was in Honduras, I was actually going through a spiritual hibernation in September, and I found out that me and my daughters, we have this protective energy. One of our ancestors, y'all. You know what? I'm going to save that for story time, maybe. But I found out that my ancestor that has been protecting me and my daughters, okay, uh, I found out that he was a European. He was in, oh God, it was in a war. He was like a soldier, like a European soldier. This was, yeah, see, I gotta get to the notes, y'all. I gotta talk to my daughters because I completely forgot everything. And but anyways, I found out, y'all, that um I have an ancestor that is European. He was a part of a war, very dominant energy. He was like an emperor. Okay, I felt like he was an Aries. Okay, very high up in the ranks. He fought in the war, and he had a daughter. The daughter slept with an African. And that's how my lineage started. Okay. When she gave birth to my mixed great, 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 great grandfather, my ancestor had to get rid of my great, great, great grandfather. Okay. They sold my great, 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 great grandfather, my mixed great grandfather. They sold him, and he ended up in Hawaii. Um, I've been trying to get from how did he end up in Hawaii, because and this was on my mother's side. My mother's side, that's why my grandmother had long hair. That's why my mother and my grandmother's side of the family is very fair skinned. I'm the darkest. Um, I thought we were Indian, which there came out to be some Indian in there, but uh my grandmother's great 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 grandfather was a mixed man. Okay, his father was a slave. Okay, when he was a baby, they shipped him on the ship, baby, and he ended up in Hawaii, and it stopped there. And I've been trying, y'all. I've been trying to put the pieces together. Um, I don't even know how I got into that. How did I get into that? I don't know. I don't know. I'll be talking. Okay, let's see. Maybe all over the place. But what I was saying is that you know, there when you go off and to do, like, so I'd be trying to communicate. So anyways, yeah, I be trying to communicate with my ancestors. And so you have to have, set your intention whenever you try to go off into spirit, whatever you're doing, astral projecting, trying to communicate with your ancestors, whatever, make sure you set your intention. You know what I'm saying? Drink you some warm water and meditate, or some tea. Very important. Set your intention. So the guy that sold my great, 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 great grandfather, because, oh my goodness, we can't have no black baby in our family. Would? So the guy that sold my great great grandfather, um, he watches over us. He watches over. He has, he don't just watch over us, me and my kids. He watch over my mother. He watch over. He has been watching over my whole lineage, keeping us protected, if that makes sense. Because he felt bad. I tried to get off into the mother's energy, the one that had sex with the slave. How did she felt? They took her baby in the middle of the night. She didn't even know, because she was in love with the slave. She wanted her baby, but the family was a royal family. Okay, he was up in the ranks, and they took him in the middle of the night, y'all, and sold him. And so he feels like the communication I receive is that I have a debt to pay. And so this is why my ancestor cannot ascend. You know, he can't ascend. He made a choice. I don't want to reincarnate. I don't want to ascend. I have a debt to pay, a forever debt. As long as this lineage goes and, you know, continues to grow, I have to be here. Okay. So I'm still trying to put the pieces together. Let's see. Where are we at, y'all? Am I so behind? Oh my goodness, I'm so behind. Oh Lord. I want to learn how to astral project. Makes sense what you said. Okay. You guys, let's see. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Okay, it's buffering. Thank you for sharing your story, art creation. I'm a Pisces. Can I ask you something or a question? Will my finances get better? You're a Pisces. Karen Harris. Karen Harris occurs. It will get better. What helped me is a money challenge YouTube videos. Will your finances get better? Let me see. I might have time to ask that. Ask me later. Ask me in a second again, Karen. Will your finances get better? Let's see. I just did that general reading for Pisces. Karen, did you look at that? So how do you ask for protection when you astral project, or before you astral project? I say, Spirit of God, I have the greatest intention for the highest good of all. I would like to see what else is out there. I have been called to do such a thing, and so please protect, guide me as I thrive in my intention to astral project. Call on, I always say, the Spirit of God, beloved to me is, because there's a lot of angels, you have many spirit guides, many angels, all these things, your spirit guides, they never leave you. Angels, they come and go. You got to call on them. You need your spirit guides when you astral project. Okay. And you need an angel like Archangel Michael. Call on him, call on your spirit guides, and the Spirit of God, to direct you in your astral projection. Make sure you set your intention, whatever your intention is, but make sure you call on Archangel Michael, your spirit guides, and the Spirit of God. Okay. And like I said, I also say beloved as well. I have the intention to astral project, I trust and believe that you will guide me, that you will protect me, that I will receive whatever it is that I'm seeking. Okay. Because they want us to ascend. They want us to wake up and realize things. Okay. Especially when you've been called to do that. Like I said, some people don't want to, like my mom wanted to, people, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Those type of people, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But there are people out there that want to know, like me. I want to know. Shit. You're welcome, Karen. Can you astral project and see your loved ones that passed away? Absolutely. You can definitely astral project and see your loved ones that passed away. My uncle Hootie was stuck. And so that's when I created a altar for him. I created an altar for him. I have astral projected or astral traveled since then, and I haven't seen him since. But I created, he liked to drink. So I made sure I got some cheap liquor. I kept his candle on for about 6 months. And I would just say, Uncle Hootie, you know, I would just, heard me pass away, you go straight into the light. No, that's not always true. You don't always go straight into the light when you pass away. And that is the trick to reincarnate, actually. So, and so I just, Uncle Hootie, your soul is no longer here. It's okay to move on. It's okay. And so I would just sit there and just talk to him at his altar. It's okay. We love you. Let go, and things like that. For his alcohol, he liked to eat greens, candy yams. So I make him some greens and candy yams. Sometimes, you know, the people who go right into the light, like I said, those are people who have died of like natural, you know, natural causes. The light is definitely there for them, for sure. With the family member, all of that stuff is true. You know, natural causes. Like my grandmother, I had an altar for her, but she died in her sleep. It was a natural cause. And so, you know, I never seen her in the lost souls or nothing like that. I just kept an altar for her because I needed her spirit, and she helped me. And I had her altar for about a year because she was also an Aquarius. And what was that? 2018, she turned 111. And so that whole year, 2018, I had her altar out. Okay. Yeah. So when you die of a natural cause, the light is there. You know, the light is there, and usually they go straight into the light. They do their review. Okay. And the review, either it elevates them. Oh my God, I did so good in this lifetime. Yay. Or it, you know, saddens them to where they feel like I need to come back and I need to do it over. My intention is I don't want to come back. I'm sorry, y'all. I think planet Earth is beautiful. I just don't like it here. I don't like it. So I don't want to come back. I done told my kids, I done told my mother, I'm not going into the white light. You know, I don't know if I'm going to die of a natural cause or not. That's what I don't want to know. I don't want to know how I'm going to die. But if I do die of a natural cause, I'm not going into the light. I already told my spirit guys, you know, so y'all need to have a plan, okay? And a plan, because I'm not going into the light. I don't care who on the other side. I don't want to reincarnate back down here, period. Okay. Thank you. You like my ring, Adrian? This is Fearless Shine by Marquita.com. $5 jewelry. $5 jewelry. I should go check her out. I don't want to go down. Yeah. I don't want to. Oh, okay. Yeah, me too. Art creation. I want to go up. I want to go up. Synchronicities. Ashley Pointer, good question. Synchronicities, your angels are speaking to you. Remember, you know, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael. There's a lot of different angels. They are not always around us. Okay. You ain't got an angel just hovering around you all the time. Those are spirit guides. Spirit guides can be ancestors. They can be, just someone that was appointed to you, someone that you shared a past life with, whatever. And so, but they can't intervene, of course, with your free will. When you ask for their help, they can only guide you. And that's when you feel like oh, I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing. I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing. That's them trying to guide you. You know what I'm saying? Now, angels come. They come and they communicate in the form of numbers. Y'all know that. That's why I became a numerologist, because I want to know more about that. And they come in the form of synchronicities. So when you are having a lot of synchronicities in your life, well, first of all, whenever you see numbers 111, 333, 222, research it. Boom, right away. Stop whatever you're doing, research it, because that is a form of communication. Okay. Synchronicities, they can come. Y'all know about synchronicities, right? Again, it's communication. When your life is starting to synchronize, that means that you are in alignment. You are in alignment. You're in alignment. You are in alignment. Wow, that just gave me goosebumps. Ashley, so if you are getting synchronicities, baby, keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking in the mirror and keep, look in the mirror if you haven't been doing so. Continue to guide me. Spirit guides, angels. Angels are bringing you to synchronicities, baby. Keep guiding me. Keep leading me. Keep showing me their way. Keep showing me the way. That means that you're this close to fulfilling or stepping into your power. You're this close to stepping into whatever your purpose, your service is. So keep going. When your life synchronizes, that means you are in alignment. So keep looking in the mirror, right into your eyes, and affirming, thank you for these synchronicities, right? Please continue to guide me. Please continue to lead. Please continue, to open up the way. Synchronicities is like them opening up the way for you. Let them know that you are acknowledging your synchronicities. Let them know. That's important. Okay, they need to hear you. I hear you. That's why whenever I see spirit, I always acknowledge spirit. I see you. When I see, because my number, I'm a master, or I'm a light path 11. So I always see 211, 311, 111, 211, 211. And I'd be like, oh God, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just, I just be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to do it. Please continue to guide me. Please continue to lead me. So they're opening up the way for you. That's synchronicities. They're opening up the way, and you are falling in alignment. Okay. Congratulations, honey. Congratulations. You got a team around you. I live out the country. Cats are sneaky enough to come around when you about to feed them cat food. Girl, I'm trying to tell you. Sound frequencies. Okay, yeah. Your ears ring all the time. Art creation. That means that, again, you are in parallel universes. We all live. We are simultaneously existing, not just in this reality, so other parallel realities. Okay, so you'll hear, yeah, the ringing gets loud. Okay, that means that you really doing something, either this way or that way. Like I said, you're gonna either be, younger or older in your parallel. So you doing something in your parallel universe, art creation, when your ears get the ringing. That's number one. Number two, when your ears get the ringing, spirit is around. Spirit is around. And usually, it's your spirit guides. They're trying to get your attention. Okay. It is seamless to the one passing or moving over. I wonder what that means, Adrian Romeo. Born with my gifts. My grandmother visited me when I was 5. Wants to know who was watching me besides her. How do I learn? I think that would be a great, because we can go on and on talking about that, baby. Your grandma visited you too when you was 5? All right. Don't be scared. Misha, I think that is a good, what do you call that? Subject. Okay. What to know? It says, want to know who is watching me besides her. How do I learn? Oh, baby, that's okay. Who's watching you? I'm just writing this down. All right, who's watching you? Besides her, how do I learn? Well, Misha, your spirit guides are watching you. I don't know how many you got. I'll have to look to see how many you have, how many spirit guides you have, honey, but you're always being watched. Okay, you're always being watched. How you learn, this is how well, first of all, when I was 6 years old, I changed. Okay, I changed. That's when I started to see, hear, feel, and I know what the hell is going on with me. Totally unrelatable. Okay, my mama didn't know what to do with me. Friends and people like that can't relate. So I went into solitude for 7 years, y'all. Okay, I went into solitude for 7 years. When I was like, okay, I got to figure this stuff. I got to figure it out. I was 25. So I was 6 years old when my gift started, when I started to see spirits and I started to hear conversations that was not in the damn room. Hey, they thought it was crazy. It wasn't until I was 25 is when I was like, okay, I need to figure this something ain't right. And I was a Christian, hardcore Christian. I used to go to church, and I used to ask questions in the church. They could never answer my questions. They were like, what the hell are you talking about? So anyway, 25 is when I found spirituality. That's when I started my spiritual wonder. And meditation helps Meditation helps. So I will get up during the darkest hour. Oh, that's another one I'm going to talk to y'all about, dark energy. Okay, dark energy. But I will get up at the darkest hour. All right, 4 o'clock. Depending on where you at. In the tropics, when I was in the tropics, darkest hour would be between 3 and 4. But I will always wake up by 4 o'clock and it'll be very dark. But usually about 3 o'clock in the morning is the darkest hour. And I would meditate. Drink my warm water. I'm telling y'all. Not only do you drink your warm water, you speak your intention into your water. You speak into your water. Speak your intention into your water. I have intention to develop my spiritual gifts. I have intention to seek. Spirit, I know you're here to show me, to guide me. I have intention. Whatever your intention is, speak it into the water and drink the warm water, not cold, and go off into meditation. Do that consistently. Okay. And meditation it was hard for me in the beginning. Because that air energy, that's my natural energy, Aquarius sun. It was hard. Oh my goodness, I'm just thinking 1,000 damn things at once, little hammers. But our brain is not meant to stop thinking, you guys. Don't go on meditation trying to stop your thoughts. What the hell? Don't do that. When you go into meditation, you focus on the gray space, the dark space in between your thoughts, baby. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have thoughts. Your brain is meant to think, okay? But so you just let them go. Oh, okay, I'm thinking about my dinner today. Or I'm thinking about what I got to do. Okay, cool. And as soon as you acknowledge that you're thinking, just like as soon as you acknowledge it, it's like, okay, well, let me refocus. Let me just breathe in and out. Okay, now I'm not thinking. Paying attention to the space, that dark space in between, because your thoughts ain't coming like this. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you are being aware, because sometimes we be thinking in meditation, we don't even know we thinking, but as soon as you are not, oh my God, I'm thinking, okay, let me get back to it. Focus on that gray space, that dark space. All right. And the more you are able to focus your energy on the dark spaces in between your thoughts, the longer those dark spaces will become. Next thing you know, you over there going something like this. You feel like you're levitating. You feel like you're light. You know what I'm saying? And meditation becomes easy. Anyways, everything you need to know will be revealed to you. Whatever challenges you are having will flatten, baby. Whatever you need, whatever type of information that you need to get to the next step, it'll come. Okay, meditation is important. That's the biggest thing, man. That is the biggest tip that I can ever give. Warm water, speaking your intentions into your warm water, and meditating consistently. The biggest thing I can give. But I'm going to write a book about my 10 years of wonder, from 2009 to 2019. That's when the transformation started to happen. That's when the metamorphosis started to happen for me. And I learned a lot. I really wanted to keep it private and share it with my life coaching individuals, but I'm like, no, I'm in a personal year 9. So it's all about giving back. It's all about sharing my knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Okay. Yeah, I don't like earthlings either. I'm sorry. Maisha said, I don't like earthlings. Yeah. Yeah. You hear ringing all your life. Yeah, baby. So Marcella, that means you are doing, Marcella Hicks, I hear ringing all my life. That means you are doing big things. Okay. You're either coming off into some type of realization in your younger self, that parallel back there, or the forward. You're doing some type of, you're doing big things. Okay. In your parallel universes that you are in. Okay. I'm supposed to talk to the deceased, but I'm not sure if I want to. Ashley Porter, you got to be very clear in your intention with that. All right, because that's very possible. The dead wants to communicate, especially the lost dead. The ones that are coming through to communicate, those are the souls that we talked about that don't know where the hell they at. I mean, it's like most of them were like, they know where they, like the ones that's been there forever. They kind of done figured it out by now, but they're just wondering. It's like they don't know how to ascend. They don't know how. A lot of them, they want to communicate, or they need to guide, or they feel like they can't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they want to come through. So make sure before you get off into that, you're very clear that this is what you want to do. Okay. When I turned 33, I became more aware of my spiritual healing. I'm 33 years old now. Yeah, 333 is a very a powerful number. Within what? Okay, Pearl said, what does it mean when you see your name in something 3 times within days? Well, you got to do your numerology. What is your life path, Pearl? What is your life path? Do you know what your life path is? What is your life path? Okay, I'll have to do your numerology to answer that. But 333 means celebration. It means doing what you need to do to stay healthy, doing doing what you need to do to stay youthful and active. Okay, 333, it's like optimism to the core. 3 is like sunshine, baby. You know, positive energy. So it's reminding you, Pearl, stay positive. Self-talk, positive. Whatever I don't care what your reality may look like. Pearl, stay positive, Pearl. Stay positive, Pearl. That's what it's reminding you, to be joyful, to be grateful. That's, when you see your name 3 times. I mean, okay. I really appreciate your spirit, peace, and silver abundance. So glad I caught you live. Oh, thank you, Lady Philosophy. I appreciate that. Hotel to the deceased. You're welcome, you guys. Oh, Ashley, yeah, I'm here for y'all. Definitely here. We're gonna be doing more of these right here. Y'all let me know what kind of topics. I don't know everything. I'm definitely still growing in my spirituality or in my ascension. I'm still growing, but I promise you one thing. I practice what I preach, if that makes sense. Like I said, when I'm in meditation, I receive different downloads because I set intentions, and my spirit guides be like, yes, okay, she's in meditation, okay. And so sometimes I need to have sound, okay, I start practicing on myself before I give this information out. Okay, so I can only speak from where I'm at, and I don't know everything, but I feel like I know enough to help people who gravitate towards me, if that makes sense. But I'm still rolling, y'all. My whole life is a transformation. Okay. Well, that's right. Mahida, you all, girl, we go through this all the time. And you on my Instagram. You still on my Instagram? Oh God, tell me again, baby. Maheda, I'm sorry, but from my experience, Christians don't really answer questions, not even about scriptures. Baby. I was so confused when I was in the church. And don't get me wrong, things were happening for me. Yeah, I think because I was devoted. Things were happening for me. I was grew up a Christian, but I didn't know what was happening to me, and nobody could explain it. And I felt like this would be the place, right? They turned their back. So I had to leave. And then that's when spirituality sucked me in and my life changed. I was 25 years old. So I don't have nothing against Christians or religion or anything like that. You guys, like I said, I believe in the Almighty God. I know for a fact. Never seen them because it ain't no person, the Almighty conscious mind is no person. The Almighty creator is no person, but we got to look into. So what I love the Bible because I feel like it's a blueprint. And I also enjoy reading books that were purposely taken out of the Bible, like the book of Enoch. Okay. The book of Enoch talk about people like me and y'all. So when I found the book of Enoch about 8 years ago, I shared it with my father, who's a strong heart Christian. I said, baby, we got to read this. You digest it. Okay. So I love reading that type of ancient knowledge. I love the Bible because, like I said, it's a blueprint. It got some gems in there. You have to be able to decode the Bible, though. Okay, you got to be able to read in between the lines. It's information. Our ancestors wrote it. It's information in there. If you look on the surface, it's meant to deter you. Okay. I look at it like this. The Bible is the blueprint. Religion is the detour. That's the detour. That's to keep you over here some goddamn well. But the Bible is a blueprint. All you got to be able to do is read in between the lines. And then you look at things like the book of Enoch. There's several books that were taken out of the Bible purposely. Those are the ones you really want to look at. Let me see, where are we at? Yes, 6-1. I was always seeing and feeling my dead people shoot. Feel them too, the eyes. Yeah, I will drink warm water and meditate. And 46 now, and the gifts keep coming. I know that's right, baby. It's time. It is time, Misha. Okay. Yeah, you were 6 years old. Okay. How do I beat the shadow side of Gemini? Lord, my mother is a Gemini sun. And yeah, you guys do have a shadow side. You do not beat it. So you don't beat the shadow. Well, first of all, we all have a shadow side. Okay. We all have a shadow side, not just the Gemini. The Geminis are the ones that are the masters. Okay. Y'all are the masters of that. That two different energy shit. We all have it. We all got a shadow side. You don't beat it. You get to know your shadow side. You get to know it. How to beat your shadow side. Yeah, you can't the shadow side. So you can't beat your shadow side, but you get to know your shadow side. Your shadow side is the darkness. Again, we're going to talk about dark energy because it's that's where the magic is. Okay, that's where creation is at. A woman's womb is black, it's dark, and it's warm and moist. Dark energy. The dark thoughts in between your meditation, you can deposit anything. Okay. So when you're meditating and you are focusing on the dark energy in between your thoughts, when you get off into that dark energy, deposit your intention, deposit whatever it is that you want to manifest in that space. Anything. That's called the rim of potentiality. That dark energy is the rim of potentiality. Endless possibilities, baby. So we can't beat our shadow side. We have to get to know our shadow side. You know what I'm saying? By doing the shadow work. You know what I'm saying? By looking in the mirror. How have we, what's holding us back? Did I do a shadow video? I didn't do that, did I? Okay. All right. Yeah. So we got to get to know our shadow side, and I will do a video on that. Yeah, but you can't beat it, baby. You got to join it. That shadow side of your Gemini, Bernice Gatson, is your powerful side. Okay, you just got to get to know it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get to know it. You have to learn how to navigate that energy. It's not a comfortable energy to navigate. Okay. But it's very powerful once you're able to once you're able to join those energies together. All right. The shadow self is, woo, baby. Okay, it's a lot of healing work that's done. It's a lot of healing work that's done there. So we'll talk about that. Oh, thank you, Ashley Pointer. You have helped me so much during my awakening. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Adrian Romo, not one place spirit is not good or bad in different limbo, but it's not limbo. Okay. Lady Philosophy, wow, I've been only listening for 5 minutes and acquired a boat wealth of esoteric intelligence. Oh, I appreciate that. Bernie's Art Creation, I'm 42, still asking, begging for guidance. Promise you, Bernice, drink your warm water, speak your intention into the warm water, and meditate at the darkest hour. Okay? If you got to be at work at 8, y'all, get up before then. You don't get up at 6. Pop up. Oh, let me hurry, get ready, so I can go to work. Shit. You better y'all listen, time goes by like this on this planet. You ain't here for no reason. So the more, okay, and then a lot of us struggle because we are ignoring what we're supposed to be. A lot of us struggle because we are ignoring our ascension. You know, you didn't come here to stay here and go to work and do that. That's it. Okay, we got to take care of ourselves. Gotcha. But you need to create some time for yourself, for your spirit. Okay. So, yeah. When I started waking up, you know, of course, you know, I would go to bed early, about 8 o'clock. I'm in the bed. Because at 4 o'clock, you know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, now I naturally get up. You know, now I'm naturally up at 3 o'clock to be up. Okay, beloved, I know what this means. It's the darkest hour. It's time for me to meditate. Okay, so meditation, y'all, the darkest hour. You know, even if you wanted to start this, even if you wanted to start this on the weekends when you don't have to get up and go to work and things like that. Okay, because I understand life is hectic. I get it. But this is your life. You create it. But start on the weekend. Set your alarm clock, 3 a.m. You know, that's the darkest hour, between 3 and 4:30. It's the darkest hour. Get up, drink your water, warm water, speak your intention into your water, and meditate. Even if it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes, do that. I mean, as consistently as you can. I promise y'all. Trust me when I tell you, your spirit gang is like, yes, they're going to be rejoicing. Like, yes. And the darkest hour is important for you to do it during that time because this reality is quiet. When energy being stirred up, it's hard to manifest. It's hard to get downloads. It's hard to communicate, you know, with your angels, with your spirit guides. It's hard. But at the darkest hour, the earth is at its most powerful between 3 and 4:30, between really 3 and 5 a.m. The earth is at its most powerful during that time, okay? And I promise you, you won't need to ask anything else or, you know, ask for any more guidance. Okay, let me see, y'all. I guess we finna get on up out of here. Well, let me see, where we at? You're on the other hand, have the ability to ask and seek the knowledge from each other as we develop. Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here. We're here to you know, guide. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've had so many different mentors over the years. A lot of them are dead. You know what I'm saying? One of the things, another thing that really changed my whole reality was sex transmutation. I think I did a video on that a long time ago when I first started my channel. Because when I started my channel, I wasn't doing tarot. I was talking about my spiritual journey and the things that I was practicing, you know, because I wanted to get the good news out, baby. Oh my God, this changed my life. Let me share it. And I just kind of deterred away from that. But I want to get back there. I have to, you know, I want to get back there, but, you know, I don't know if people are willing and ready, you know, to really listen. But I think it's time, whether, you know, people are going to come and watch or not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for me to do that. You know, get back to what has really helped me transcend reality. That's a big one. Art creation, being a Libra. Ooh. Yeah, the lost are who you're supposed to talk to, Ashley. Yes, honey. Make sure you stay prayed up. Make sure your intentions are set, Ashley, when you go off to talking to the lost, okay? Because they can't feed off of you. When you come out of that, make sure you cut yourself off, cut your energy off from that realm. Because like I said, it's energy, so they can feed off of you. Okay, next thing you know, motherfuckers be up in your house. So make sure you use some sage. Make sure you ask your angels and your, you know, Archangel Michael and your spirit guides to keep you protected, to keep your aura protected and clean and clear. All right. Before and after. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Doreen. I'm definitely going to, you know, I've actually started it. So far, you know, I got a title and I've actually, you know, I broke it down into 3 levels of information, my book. I just haven't finished it yet. You know, tricks of the trade, how to live your best life, tricks of the trade, baby. Okay. Yeah. We know who you are. You got integrity, girl. Oh, thank you, Tanya. I appreciate that. Please do more of these because I need you. Okay, I will. Y'all got to leave me some, I'm definitely getting off into dark energy. Dark energy, it scares people because of what people, what they say. Honey, that is the most, remember, they will always detour you from your power. They don't want you to know. So they're going to be like, this is bad, that's bad, this is bad, that bad. Dark energy is the most powerful thing. That's the most powerful thing you can ever work with. Okay. And you are made of dark energy. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about dark energy. Somebody said, how do you know who's watching you? How to beat your shadow side, or how to join with your shadow side. We're going to talk about sex transmutation. We're going to talk about background people. Hey. We talked about shape shifting today. My mentor, you guys, I'm sure y'all heard of him, Ty Lopez. I signed up to, he coached me. He had a program that I bought. I don't know how long ago was this, about 3 years ago, because I love mentors. Mentors are so important. And anyways, he was my financial mentor. But he told me a lot of wonderful things. But one thing he told me is, it's not the strongest that survive, it's the most adaptable. The most adaptable. You got to be able to adapt and shift into your environments. Shape shifting is real. Okay. It's real. So we were talking about shape shifting today. Mahashe. Well, I thought you follow me on Instagram, Mahashe. Maybe that's not. Maybe it was someone else. I could have sworn you follow me on Instagram. You stopped following me. So you know everything for good reason. No one person is to know everything for good reason. But yes, how I feel at times, I'm knowing everything. I'm just me. Hey, you know everything that you need to know. Okay, this is one mind here. Okay, it's one mind, y'all. How y'all think I can do these readings? How these tarot, it's one thing to analyze cards, but it's another thing, to like tap into, the consciousness, because it's one mind. It's one mind. It's like it's one heartbeat. Have y'all ever seen the earth beat like, I've seen the earth beat like this. And I put my hand on my heart and it was the same damn beat. I said, Lord have mercy. I was in the tropics. In America, things are moving really rapid. Okay, we have a lot of frequencies. We have a lot of different energies. Everything is just very rapid here. So it's hard to slow down. Okay. When you go out the country to the tropics, shit, those slower, less developed countries where they can't poison you through your food and shit. They just don't have the know-how, the money, the resources to do that yet. And it's, the trees are still there. They haven't cut down all the trees and built up buildings and houses and shit. When the water is alkaline, coming from the mountains, things like that, you're able to, oh yeah, I can't even explain it. But I seen some things there where I was like, wow, okay, thank you. I knew I needed. Everybody thought I was crazy when I said I'm leaving the country and I got 2 kids. Okay, everybody said I was crazy. All right, and I'm so happy I did. I'll be going back. I'm here momentarily. And now I do not know much about teleportation. I wonder if that is real, like astral. You know what? That's teleportation. Absolutely, it's real. I've never done that though. I've never done it. I feel like teleportation is more so a scientific thing. That's like teleportation is like the baby of spirituality and science merged together. I do feel like maybe the next 50 years, there will be teleportation machines. Like I said, teleportation is more so spirituality and science coming together. It's like the baby. Okay. We teleportate. Okay. Is that a word? We teleportate. whether we want to realize it or not, we teleportate. I just made some shit up. I love it. But anyway, we travel to different realities, but we do it unconsciously. Okay, we do it unconsciously. Remember, I said we are simultaneously existing in more than just this reality. There's several parallel realities. Behind you is your younger self, ahead of you is your older self. Okay. So that's why they always say it's so important to stay in the present. I always say that's reason. So we do that anyway, unconsciously. When you teleportation, that's when they actually have a machine or some type of portal or something, right, that can shoot your ass consciously. So you're awake through the whole time. You're going through the whole thing, right? You're completely awake. You're completely aware that you don't went from being 25 to 68, that you don't went from 2020 to 1980, so you're consciously aware. So to me, I know that it exists because we do it anyway when we go to sleep. Or when Mercury retrograde, that's when the realities start to shoot. They try to emerge. They be like this, Mercury retrograde. We do it unconsciously, you guys. Anyway, we teleportate naturally. But teleportation, that's when they'll bring a machine in. That's coming. Oh yeah, I think 50 years, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, we gotta do the shadow work. That's important. And read people's shadow. Ooh, Ashley, yes, I love it. See, I need people like you on my channel. We need to do like a hangout or something. Anybody that can read people's shadow side. Yes. Recycle that can of Coke in front of you. Who are you talking to? I ain't got no can of Coke in front of me. What you talking about, Adrian Roman? You be what? Recycle that can of Coke in front of you, baby. You talking to somebody. All right. Okay, so Nicole Tate, you're trying to understand why I've been seeing 111, 11, 11 for the past 2 years. My life path is an 8. My birthday, ooh, money, 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 money. Nicole, you just full of money, girl. You're just full of opportunity, manifestation. You full of that. Congratulations, mama. You're supposed to be doing something. 111, okay, 1111, that's like the gateways are open. Okay, that's like, your angels are communicating. When numbers are speaking to you, those are your angels. It's not your guides, it's your angels. They talking to you and they're like, hey, the gateway is open, the gateway is open. So when you seeing that, you have to be like, okay, there's an opportunity for me, right? There's an opportunity. Okay, what opportunity is being presented to me? Okay, so when you see those things, stop, think, pay attention of your surroundings. Where are you on your way to? Where are you just coming from? How do you feel? Okay, because there, it's like a gateway that's being opened. Okay, the 11s are gateways. They're gateways of light, from the darkness, the powerful energy, into the light, shedding, okay, sharing knowledge. They're trying to communicate with you. They're trying to show you something. Usually with all this 8 energy is some type of level up in finances or an opportunity. Maybe you need to play the lotto. The 11 is about spiritual knowledge and sharing that spiritual knowledge. It's about having a balance. It's, 11 is about 1 foot in the spiritual realm, 1 foot in the physical realm, and merging those two together. Okay. Merging those two together. It's very difficult, because we live in a reality where, like I said, things got to be tangible. People got to be able to see it, feel it, touch it, lick it, something in order to believe it. So it's hard to convince what's not seen to people who need to see. You understand? So it's like you have 1 foot in the physical and 1 foot in the spiritual. And they're like, okay, there's gates are open. You know what I'm saying? The gates are open. Opportunity, manifestation, paying attention to your feelings, how you feel, your environment, the people that you're around. If you're around somebody and you seeing that, somebody could help you. They could be a mentor, a teacher. They can help you. Okay, you need to start a business or something, honey. Okay, You need to start a business, Nicole Tate. Shadow people are real, our creation, without a doubt. Shadow people, and I talk about this on my Instagram, or I talked about a long time ago, and I'm gonna do the thing about that. Yeah, shadow people are real, baby. Shadow people, you know, you've come across a shadow, and they can be in the grocery store, they can be a part of your family. You may see these people at the doctor's office. Shadow people are people who have no soul, they have no emotion, they're just here taking up space. All right, they're just here taking up space. All right, here taking up space. We'll talk about that. Let me see where we at. Yes, Tanya, we live fast and die fast in America, y'all. Okay, all right, Mahesha. Yeah, I thought you were following me too, Mahesha. I'd be hearing sonic booming sometimes from a distance when I'm outside. I wonder what that could be coming from. There is a lot that's going on in the cosmos right now, Art. You know, we just had that eclipse that's coming in, or that came in on the 10th of January. That was a powerful eclipse, baby. Things are changing. Our universe is shifting. It's actually already shifted, you know. So the whole damn earth is the axle has shifted. That's why it appears as though time has sped up. So constantly feel energy from my ears and neck. Okay, that's pressure. You need to do some meditation, Bernice, because what's happening is your spirit guides are upset with you. Now, trust me, we all grow in a sin at our own rate, Bernice. But I feel like when you start feeling pressure and things like that in your near or ears and stuff like that, they like going like this to you. You know, so you've been refusing. You're gonna keep feeling resistance. You're going to keep feeling like uncomfortable, okay, until they get your attention. All right. Don't cause them to slow you down. Now that you know, that's the tower. That's the tower in the tarot. You know, when the universe like, listen, I've been telling your ass, been telling you, I've been telling you, I've been telling you, I've been telling you, telling you and telling you. So let me bring this up in here. Now you ain't got no other choice but to listen. Don't let that happen, Bernice. Meditate, darkest hour, warm water, intention. Okay. That true to a house, but how does time travelers from other worlds have the ability to teleportate? I don't think that they are right, yeah, absolutely, our creation, because they got it. They already got the machines, baby. They already have the machines. You're talking about beings from other worlds, exactly. They already have what they need to transport. Not only that, our brains is like this compared to theirs. Shit, I can't find something small enough. I can't even find shit. Our brains is like the really small compared to the other. You know, we're on a very low dense frequency. These are very high. You know, those are the lateral creatures that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Those are the lateral creatures. They don't even communicate. They don't even talk. They think and they communicate. They don't even walk. They glide type shit. Yeah. So they already have all the equipment, all the technology. Honey, we ain't gonna be there. You know, they about, I don't know, because they don't operate in time either. So they about 500,000 years ahead of us. That's why they're able to teleport here. Okay. Their mind is way more advanced. Yet and still, everybody loves Earth. They love Earth. Earth is so important to the solar system, to the universe. It's insane. The only planet that has free will. We are being looked after. We are being watched. Everything. Okay. So yes, they definitely, there are definitely, you know, I'm talking about here on Earth. On Earth, we'll be able to teleport. Uh, I don't know. I say 50 years. It could be 100 years. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, there's definitely some beings, our creation, that's already been there, done that shit. They've been doing that for years, baby. Okay. Actually, they teleported here and created the, you know, they started the whole human thing. You know what I'm saying? They created us. Yeah. Uh, I'm sure they do. They haven't brought it out yet. They haven't brought it out yet. My sun and Venus is now in Gemini. Okay, so what's the degrees? Mahesha, what's your degrees in Gemini? Is it the beginning of Gemini or the end? Because every 30 years, your sun changes every 30 years. And what's your moon? Every 2 to 2.5 years, your moon will change. Okay. So look at your degrees in Gemini. Let's say you 4-degree Gemini, 15-degree Gemini. That means you're going to be in Gemini for a while. Okay. If you like 25, 27-degree Gemini, you're going to be going off to Cancer. And that's that, you'll be there for another 30 years. Okay. And just glitches in our reality. Ashley, you better speak, baby. Nessa, so I see dark shadows. Is that Nessa? Nessa, uh, do I know you? I think I know you. Are you my friend? I don't know. Nessa 1621. So I see dark shadows all the time. Would those be shadow people or are they just bad negative spirits? But recently I've been seeing white spots and streaks lately. Any info on that? Okay. So no, the shadow people are people that look like human beings. Okay. They just are soulless, meaning you can't get no emotion out of them. They're very greedy. We'll talk about that, but you can see a shadow. These are people that look like human, you know what I'm saying, but no souls. The shadow, okay, the dark shadows that you are seeing, you have to pay attention. Obviously you said, are they bad negative spirits? So you can feel them, right? Whenever you see a dark shadow and you feel its energy, and if it's a heavy energy, it is a dark energy. So what you need to do right away, well, I'm not going to say dark energy or even negative energy. It's just an energy that wants to feed off of you. It's an energy that oh God, how can I say this? Because they used to come to me too. When I was lost in my journey, the dark shadows would come to me. Okay, very heavy energy, and I don't like to say dark shadows because it's like, but that's what they are. It's like a dark mass. You know what I'm saying? Very powerful. And they're coming to feed. They're coming to feed. Okay. So what you need to do when you see them is start praying right away. Boom. You have no power over me. You have no power over me. You have no control over me. You have no power. You have no control over me. You have no control over me. You have no power over me. You have no power over me. Go away. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. Go away. Keep saying it over and over and over again. Girl, got me goosebumps because I know exactly what you're talking about. I woke up one day, when I was in my relationship before I left the country. I woke up one day because I felt like something was looking at me. It was a dark energy standing right here. It wasn't bothering me, just hovering, just dark. And then the guy that I was with him for 9 years. He was asleep. Okay. Totally disconnected from his high self, totally disconnected. Okay. Baby, when I tell, there was two entities, like I said, one that was watching me, and then when I looked over here, he was asleep on his side like this, and that energy was just over him, like just he was over him, and just feeding off of him. You understand what I'm saying? They can feed off of you when you are lost in your journey. So what I did was, and I turned back and looked at the one that was looking. So I knew I was protected. Do you understand? So I just put the covers back over my head and got the praying, you have no control over me. Thank you, God. Thank you, Archangel, Michael. Thank you, Spirit guides for protecting me. Because clearly he couldn't get to me, baby. Okay. Yeah. So get the praying. This is telling me that you are being negative. Okay. You're being negative. You are, yeah. Okay. Email me, baby. We'll talk about it more. I want to say it more on here. Mm. It is harder to learn teleportation. I mean, I think the part that's harder to learn is that you're conscious, because we are simultaneously existing in these realities unconsciously, right? Parallel universes I'm talking about. I'm existing in, I'm a kid in another reality, and an older adult in another reality, you know what I'm saying? So because we're unconsciously existing in a reality, it's harder to switch this mind or mental lobe to consciously do this parallel thing. Okay. Yeah, it's harder. Hi, Jay. Hey, Jay. What's up? What's up, Jay? What's up, Jay? You just not joining me, girl. We've been on here for 2 hours. How you doing, baby? How you doing? I'm just reading the comments. My computer over here. How you doing, Jay? Welcome. Welcome to the vibe, baby. All right. We can still practice. I'm in 19 degrees. Okay, you're in 19 degrees. Okay, so you just started. Um, you just started, baby. You just started. So you're gonna be in Gemini for a while. I would say about another 20 years. You'll be in Gemini. Okay, so you know what Gemini is, right? Master creator. You're supposed to be teaching, or you're supposed to be communicating something. Okay, another thing about Geminis is nervousness. They rule the nervous system. And so making sure that meditation is very important. It might be difficult for you with that Gemini energy, but it's imperative for you to do it, because Gemini has a lot of nervous energy. They'll oh my goodness, what decisions do I make? you know so you're supposed to communicate, you're supposed to teach. This is what you're doing. And look at whatever your legacy is, or your whatever your midhaven is. That is our life purpose, y'all. You can look at your natal chart or your progressive chart. Okay, what is your midheaven? What is in your 10th house? That's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, that's your life purpose. And so you're in your Gemini for most of your adult life. What are you supposed to be doing in that 10th house? Okay, look at the energy in your 10th house as well, whether it's natal chart or progressive chart. Okay, and that tells you what your life purpose is. Oh, hey, Vanessa. I knew that was you, girl. How you doing? You special. You special. She said, yes, we went to elementary together. You remember? Of course, girl. I'm sorry, I gave you the goosebumps. I knew that you knew what I was talking about. I saw it in your eyes. Yeah. And the person that they were breathing on, you know them too. You know them too. I lived in Texas with them. So from our childhood, you know him. So yeah, baby. I need you to stay elevated. I need you to stay positive. They're coming because they see, they come and they feed. Okay, they come and they feed. Okay. So pray, 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 pray when you see them. Okay. And don't be sorry, girl. Don't be sorry. Shoot. Thank you for joining me, Vanessa. I appreciate that. Um, I guess the pressure means I should leave. Leave where, Bernice? Don't go nowhere. Leave where? No, the pressure means that your spirit guides want you, they need you to be open and receptive to your service. Okay. What do you do for a living, Bernice? Do you feel like you are serving in your highest good in whatever it is that you're doing for a living? Because if not, that's where they want you to get in more alignment. They're trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to talk to you. And that's why I'm saying, like, use the darkest hour. And even if you can't get up that early, try getting up at 4:30, 5 o'clock. Get you some warm water, speaking your attention, spirit guide, my angels, my spirit guides, please guide me and lead me into my highest calling, to my highest service. I know that you guys are guiding me. I know that you're trying to lead me. Please tear down my walls, or, whatever your intention is, speaking into the water and meditate, and do that consistently. They're trying to get to you, but I feel like you're so busy trying to keep up with life, like we all are, that it's just hard to slow down, and so they're adding pressure, they're making you uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, Bernice? Nicole Tate, Archangel Michael showed his presence to me. What does that mean, baby? That you are being protected, Nicole, and that he needs you to know that he's there for you. Okay, you need some form of protection or something, huh, Nicole? Okay, just let you know I don't see those anywhere. My mindset has definitely changed. I just wanted to know. Okay, thank you, Vanessa. I'm so happy. I'm so happy, girl. You don't see those no more. What are houses? The first house, second house, third house. First house, house of self. Second house, the house of money. Third house, the house of communication. Fourth house, the house of home and family. Fifth house is the house of self-expression, sex, playtime, hobby. Sixth, it's house of children. Sixth house is the house of your day-to-day activities, your daily routine. Seventh house is your relationships house, business partnerships and intimate. Eighth house is other people's resources, banks, loans. you know, other people's help and resources. Ninth house is the house of life experiences, your philosophy, foreign travel, college, you know, higher understanding. 10th house is your house of legacy. That's the legacy. That's what you're supposed to be doing in this reality. You know, that's supposed to be doing. The 10th house. 11th house is your position amongst your community, you know, your groups of friends, you know, and things. What's the energy there? 12th house. Yeah, all things hidden is the 12th house, your past life, what's hidden, hidden weaknesses, hidden strengths, skeletons in the closet, the shadow self. Okay, 12th house. So when you look at the 10th house, that's your house of legacy. You see, you know, you look at your natal chart as well as your progressive chart, and you see, okay, what is in this, what zodiac energy, what planetarian energy is in this 10th house, right? That tells you a lot about your legacy, what you are called to do in this reality. You also want to take a look at your south node and your north node. Your north node tells you who you are becoming, who you are to be, you know, south node is your past life. South node tells you a lot about your past life. North node tells you about where you're going. Okay. Ooh, 6 degrees in Pisces. Yeah, baby. So it appears as though, Mahesha, you have to you know, you're a spiritual being. You got something that you need to share, spirituality. There's some type of healing. You can help people with their past. You can help people learn about their shadow self, or you can help people. Yeah, man, you can help people. Something about shadow self. Okay, past life regression. You need to communicate, you need to teach. Spirituality is big for you. Okay, spirituality, practicing spirituality, and then teaching it, communicating that. Okay, that's very important for you this lifetime, baby. Jay Harrison, you doing well? I'm so happy you're here. Oh, okay. All right, you talking about your marriage. If yeah, if you've been hanging on to something, Bernice, your spirit guide, baby, they will make you so uncomfortable. And maybe he getting in the way. Okay. My 12th house is large. The entire Aries house is inside of it. Ooh, baby. Well, we already know, Jay. We done talked about you and your spiritual gifts, y'all. Jay is another spiritual individual, y'all. Okay. She is another spiritual individual. So that means that you need to take charge with that Aryan energy in the 12th house. You needed to take charge, right? You needed to be independent. You know, Aries is very independent. Can't tell them shit. I'm an Aries sun right now with my progressive energy. Can't tell you shit. Taurus is in your 10th house. Okay. All right. So Ashley, with your Taurus, okay, it says I own a patient, but I'm a stay-at-home mom. Ask them for each moment. That's right, baby. You a stay-at-home mom. Okay, I got you. Ask and pray each moment. Oh, so that's a little bit different when you a stay-at-home mom. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. That's a little bit different. You're in a hypergamous marriage. Congratulations. Sometimes hypergamy can be toxic, you know. It can be, you know, so it's even more imperative to continue to pray. So you got all the time then. So you can get up at the darkest hour, honey. You can get up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 and do your meditation. I promise you, it will guide you where you need to go, Bernice. It will guide you. If that marriage is no longer serving you, it will guide you out of that marriage. Okay, because I know you're like, my stability, I got you. Stability is important, but whatever you need, it's like your purpose is bigger than being a stay-at-home mom, and you know it. Okay. um okay, you might have to wait till the kids get older, or maybe that's what you've been thinking about, waiting until they get older, but I don't think your spirit guides want you to do that. Okay. um who was I saying? Okay, oh yeah, Ashley. Okay, Taurus is in my 10th house. Taurus in my 10th house. So that's your legacy. So your legacy has a lot to do. Now, is this your natural natal chart or your progressive chart? Taurus in your 10th house. So your legacy is very relatable. It's very tangible. Ashley, your, it's very tangible. It's very something that that controls the senses. Oh, you got to use your senses, baby. I think we were already talking about that, huh, Ashley? You talking to the dead, you communicating with the dead, you using your senses, your senses, your value system, all of those things are highlighted when whatever your legacy is, it has something to do with you using your senses, your smell, your touch, your five senses, you using that. Okay. Um, has a lot to do with your legacy. I wonder what you got in your 12th house. Okay, towards the yeah, so it has a lot to do with you using your senses. It's like something else want to come through real quick for you. Hold up. Hold up, Ashley. 10th house. Taurus. Yeah. Value system. Whatever you're doing, you have to be very passionate about it. Ashley, you have to be very, very passionate about what it is that you're doing. You really have to value whatever it is that you're doing. That's how you know it's your legacy, because you're passionate about it and you hold it to a very high standard, and it has something to do with you using your senses and your spiritual gifts. You know what I'm saying? God, I'm going to move on because I feel like it's something there. Maybe it'll come out later. Okay, they want to say something to you. 10th house isn't my favorite. My Cancer, Sun, Taurus, rising. Okay, yeah. So you love to travel. You like home and family. 10th house, that's your legacy. You know what I'm saying? That is your legacy. It's the name that you're creating for yourself, Jay. You know what I'm saying? You can't beat it, or you can't get around it. You know, you can't get around it. But the ninth house, girl, I love the ninth house. Because that Sagittarian energy, Jupiter rules that expansion, growth, knowledge, foreign land, foreign travel, learning. Fourth house, home and family. You know what I'm saying? Sapphire Fitness. Hello, welcome. Monique Coleman, 12th house, stellium, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mercury. Ooh. Scorpio North Node. Ooh, so you got that penetrating deep energy, baby. So yeah. Okay, Scorpio North Node. That's that penetrating, very deep, very intense energy there. Okay, Monique. Okay. Oh, and wait a minute. Your Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mercury, Scorpio. Ooh, baby, you deep. You are very deep. You are very intense. You are all about, like, I have 6 placements in Scorpio. So it's all about transformation, regeneration. You can really communicate how you go through your changes, Monique. Okay, your life is a big change. It's a big ending and it's a big beginning. It's a big ending. It's a big beginning. It's like you never get comfortable. As soon as you master a level, as soon as you get to a level, it's like, I'm done. Shit. Next. You're always changing. And so it's not easy to change. Understand, people do not like to change. It's hard for people to change. We get stuck in these different things, and it's hard for us to change. And so when they see people like you that's changing, that's able to move and maneuver, you can teach people how to overcome roadblocks, because you've done it so many times. You can teach people how to overcome, make necessary changes to their life, because you've done it so many times, Monique. And so that, yeah, your life ain't no constant ending and beginning for nothing. It's all about, you know, your endings and beginnings. It may take place in the physical, mind take place in the physical and the spiritual. I'm always growing. I'm always trying, always, and then physically I make changes. You know what I'm saying? Which is the reason why this was my exposed video, shape shifting. You know what I'm saying? So you probably been doing some shape shifting too. Okay. But you are supposed to help people overcome roadblocks, or you're supposed to help people overcome the fact that they don't want to change. Shit. Congratulations, Monique. It's not easy. I actually love sidereal astrology, lady philosophy. At first, I didn't, right? Well, first of all, I never changed with sidereal astrology, just the 13th sign, astrology, sidereal astrology. I never changed. I still was an Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. The only thing that changed was my Venus. I went from being a Venus in Capricorn to a Venus in Sag. I was like, ooh. my Venus is in Sag. Makes sense. I love to learn. I love to elevate my knowledge. I love to travel. I like foreign things, foreign people, foreign food, foreign culture. I like it. Ooh. But I remember when I first heard about that, I rejected it. I rejected seizure astrology. I was like, oh, no. But the more I got into it, the more I started to relate with it. My Lilith changed from Pisces was to Aquarius. It became a lot easier for me because you know what they say about Lilith and Pisces people, you'll never meet somebody shit. You just forget about it. You meant to be alone. I'd be like, oh, I'm a Cancer rising and I'm a Cancer moon and it didn't even change in seizure. So you mean to tell me I'm meant to be alone? No. I couldn't have wrote that for myself. There's no, because you know we write our own story, right? Before we come. We decide what our shit is. And so I'm like, there's no possible way. I decided to be an Aquarius sun, my natal chart. Aquarius sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising, and I'm supposed to be alone. There ain't no possible way. That's some bullshit. So when my Lilith changed from Pisces to Aquarius, that whole reading changed, the whole energy changed. I was like, yes, I will. Yes, I receive it. Thank you. And Jay, you do not look 50 years old, girl. Oh my God, Jay, I was telling people to check out, I don't know if you did this already, check out your progressive astrology. Have you done that yet, Jay? I know you're an Aquarius sun, but have you checked out your progressive astrology? Look up in the comments. One of the mobs posted it, either Jada or Pep posted. It's astral theme, and then I always, I'll Google astral theme progressive chart, and it'll tell you where you are now progressively. You know what I'm saying? Because we're never stuck. This one thing about it is, the universe is like this. The universe this is what it is, a spiral, right? Whenever I astral project, that's the first thing I do. Is go like this, round and around and around. Everything, baby, is like this. And so we're always changing. We're always changing. Our natal chart ain't stuck for nothing. So we don't stay in the sun. Every 30 years, our sun change into the next sign. So I wonder if you are a Pisces yet. I'm sure you probably an Aries like me. Ooh. So check that out if you haven't done so already, Jay. Astral theme, progressive astrology. Oh, Ashley, you like me? You an Aries too, girl? We finna get it together, cause hey, Aries in the house. Secrets 2 for 8th house. Secrets 2. Ooh, 8th house. Yeah, 8th house shit. That's that student loans. 8th house, student loans, credit card debt. You know what I'm saying? Leo, 10th house, Libra, Nicole. Okay, Leo, 10th house, Libra. Ooh, bringing balance to the world, baby. Libras are like the children of the universe. They like the little children of the universe. Very charming, very well balanced. Okay, Leo. So it's like you bringing balance to, in some way, your service, your legacy is about how you brought balance to an unjust situation. Are you an attorney or something? Attorney or a paralegal or you are an advocate or you fight for people's rights or fight for justice or something like that, Nicole, something like that. You bring just to an unjust world. You bring fairness, balance, in a calm manner. You could be a facilitator. You could be them people that, a counselor, a therapist or something that, just balance things out for people. Okay, there's something up in there for you, Nicole, bringing justice. Okay, making sense of things. Libras make sense of things. You guys are problem solvers, and that's in your 10th house, right? Or is it Leo there? Yeah, Leo. Leo, Libra. It's let me see, where y'all at? I'm trying to figure out my gifts, man. I'm just lost. Ugh, you ain't lost. Girl, you ain't lost. If you can communicate with the dead, Ashley, don't be scared, baby. If that has been called, if you've been even interested, if that has been a desire for you at all, do your research, get esoteric on it. You know what I'm saying? And make your intention, you know what I'm saying? It's something to do spiritually with your senses, you using your senses, babe, you using your senses. It'll probably come to me at 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God, that's what you were trying to tell me about, Ashley. Okay. I began my journey to, that's where I began. That's what I've been also thinking of spiritual trauma counseling, among other things like holistic. Okay. Mahesha, spiritual trauma count, baby. You got to. Okay. You got to. North Node conjunct midheaven there. Oh, I don't like when things conjunct. Well, they kind of run into each other. They kind of run into each other there, Jay. Your North Node and your midheaven. Yeah, because that's what you're supposed to. Your North Node and your midheaven. So that means you right on target. Okay, you're right on target. You ain't got no sense. Yes, you do got plenty of sense. You so crazy. I can help you with that, Ashley. I can help you with that. I found you in the day of my awakening. Oh, love it. I love it, baby. You're welcome, Bernice. No, it's Gemini, Monique. Okay, wait a minute. What was I talking about with you? Oh God, Monique, I said the whole thing and there's something wrong. Oh, so what was Scorpio? Okay, so are you a Gemini? So you were Gemini, all of those things. So where was Scorpio at then? I thought you were saying that you were Scorpio, all those things, but you said no, it's Gemini. Okay. Okay, so you are a Aqua here. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Aqua 10th house moon and Aqua early degree. Jay, Aqua 10th here. Okay. Jay, I'm confused. Okay, Monique, there you go. Gemini sun, Gemini moon. Oh my goodness. Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini Venus, Mercury and Taurus, 12th house, true North Node Scorpio. Okay, well that still goes true, Monique, with your North Node being in Scorpio. That still holds true what I said. Okay, you have a calling in regards to transformation, overcoming, changing, regeneration. Your legacy has something to do with that. With that Gemini sun, Gemini moon, Gemini Venus, Mercury and Taurus, how you communicate with your Mercury and Taurus is very relatable. It's very down to earth. You can sway people to your side because you're very relatable and you're very much so down to earth. Your Gemini sun and Gemini moon, those are the master communicators. Those are the teachers. Okay. The only thing with Gemini is that you have to learn how to control your nervous energy. That's where the meditation comes in at. Okay. So with your North Node being in Scorpio, like I said, it has a lot to do with change, transformation, overcoming, deep, intense energy, helping people through changes in life, helping people overcome things that they need to let go of, okay, if any of that makes sense. Venus in Aquarius. Ashley, my natal is Pisces. I love y'all Pisces. I just love y'all. Your ascendant is Leo. Ooh, baby. Ooh. And now you in Aries. Just look at you. My moon is in Virgo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hey, Sherry Seaberry. How you doing? Oh, yeah, I feel like I've been on here for 2 hours. Lord have mercy. I've been on here for 2 hours. Y'all ain't done. Y'all ain't tired of me talking. Let me see. Hi, my sun, moon, Mercury, and Venus is in 12. Okay, let me see. Do you have a Taurus North Node too? So very relatable. And so when y'all have a Taurus in the North Node, your legacy is easy to obtain. Okay. It's very easy to obtain. People can really relate to you. People will support you. Okay. You could be a cook or something. Sherry, do you like to cook? Do you like food? Have you been thinking about opening up a restaurant or something? Because a Taurus North Node is a very relatable, it's a very easy energy to have the legacy in. Okay, again, the Taurus is all about your senses. It's all about your value system, so it has something to do with your value system, things that you value very high, your legacy. So you got to take a look at your life and say, okay, what do I really value? What do I just value, like, Lord, I can't live without, type of thing. And it has something to do with you being up in there. Change involves admitting that you're doing something wrong for the current moment, and people hate that, baby. You ain't lying. Lady Philosophy, thank you. Loved your input. I will be rewatching. Yes, honey, my Lilith is in Aquarius. Oh, mine is too. I was like, I prefer to have that. And I love Pisces, y'all, but hell, ain't nobody finna tell me that I wrote my story and shit, I'm supposed to be by myself. Nope. Okay. Dark Moon Lilith conjunct my sun, laugh out loud. That could be in your natal chart. But what's your sidereal? What's your sidereal, Jay? I mean, it's crazy. Progressive, we have our traditional natal, we have our sidereal, So I relate more so to sidereal astrology with the 13th sign. I just started this, y'all, maybe about 3 years ago, where I really started relating to that. When I learned about, my Lilith going from Pisces to Aquarius, I was like, I receive it, I accept nothing else. My Venus went from Capricorn to Sagittarius. Those are the only 2 placements throughout my whole chart that changed. So I received it, so I like the sidereal, but it really depends on, you taking a look at both of them. That's what me and my daughters did. We printed out both of those charts and we said, okay, which ones do you relate to? Which energy do you want to embody? Because it's your story. You don't wrote 2 different stories. Shit. You gave yourself 2 different stories. Which one you want? Okay, so we compared them side by side, and I took the sidereal one. One of my daughters said, "Nope, I'm going to stay with my traditional natal. I like that better." All right, baby, you know what I'm saying? We have opinions about Eve. I like Lilith too, baby. Lilith was a bad mama jamma. Let me tell you, honey. She made her husband and his whores. She tortured their Lilith tortured her husband and his hoes. You want to cheat? You want to cheat? Let me show you this magic real quick. Yeah, that's Lilith. That's that Lilith, baby. If you can tap into that Lilith, that's that dark energy. She's dark energy for sure. So if you can tap into that, oh, who gave me a super chat? Who did that? Oh, where is it at? Is it way down here? Oh, thank you, Lady Philosophy. I appreciate you. I wish I had more, but I will sit with the warm water 3 minutes festival. Okay, thank you, Lady Philosophy. I appreciate your donation, your super chat. Really appreciate that, baby. And thank you for coming. Yeah, Lilith, if y'all can tackle into that energy, get into that Lilith energy, baby. That's a seductress, right? And that's seductive energy. Shit, I be trying to tap into that all the time. That's that dark feminine. Yes, baby. Manipulation. Ooh. Okay, Taurus is now in your 12th house. Okay. All right. So this means right now, Mahesha, Taurus being in your 12th house right now, okay, with your progressive chart. This is the time, when you communicate spiritual things, that is so above a lot of people here. All y'all special. Everybody that gravitate towards me in 12th house, because I'm a little out there. People that vibe with me, baby, y'all special. Y'all meant to, navigate spirituality and things. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are aware and open. But the world, even though we advancing, people still, oh, I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I don't believe it. Oh, nope. But with your Taurus being in your 12th house, now you can, you're more relatable to communicate to people. You can get across to people. People actually want to hear what you're saying. They want to hear your knowledge. You can turn spiritual knowledge into something that is tangible, into something that is valuable. You can package it well. You can put a little pretty bow on it. Okay. You can package your services and people be, they'll be grabbing at it. Shit, girl, take advantage. How long have you been in Taurus? Where is the degrees at? Get that, try to see if you can communicate your gifts and your skills, Mahesha, while that Taurus is in the 12th house. Because if it's progressive, it ain't gonna stay long. Okay. It might be a year, a couple years, if you're not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, my 12th house is in Leo and NATO. I don't remember my entire progressive chart. ATM, but I'll let you know. Yeah, let me know if I'm not mistaken. 12th house, okay. 12th house in Leo, all right. Leo in the water. So fire and water. So it's not happy right there. Leo in your 12th house is not happy right there. Uh, that's why you feel like that, Ashley. Okay. Leo is not happy in the 12th house. That's fire and water. Those elements. Shit, that goddamn Piscean 12th house energy. Put that damn fire out, baby. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm having a hard time transitioning from Pisces to Aries, because I've been in the water for so long and in the depths of the water. Now I'm like fire, right? Shit. So it's not happy there in your natal chart. So this is why you may feel like, oh my God, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Oh my goodness, what the fuck? That's why you feel like that. Okay. But yeah, let me know about your progressive chart. Let me see. Cancer Sun, Taurus Rising, Aqua Moon. Oh, you a Cancer Sun? No. Okay. Taurus Rising, Aqua Moon. You know that Aqua Moon, baby. Let me tell you something. Aquarius Moon. Because it's hard to hold us down. Shit, Aquarius. Y'all know what the moon is, Jay. You already know what the moon is. How we love, or how we want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? The Venus is what we love, what we love, what we value, and the moon is how we love and how we want to be loved. And so Aquarius, when it comes to love shit, we slippery. It's like like let's say when you go out, you trying to hand catch a fish. Y'all ever tried that before? Hand catch a fish or hand catch a frog, anything slippery, slippery, right shit, right through your hands. Shit. It's Aquarius. And the moon is there, so shit. It's like every time you try to get a hold on something in the love area, it slips. Or when somebody try to get a hold of you, you bye bye. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I hope that's your progressive moon though. I forgot what you told me, Jay. I thought you were an Aquarius. Okay. You're welcome, Ashley. But yeah, that's why, baby. That's why Leo's in my 12th house in my natal. Yeah. So that's why you feel like, oh, I don't know. This So what you're supposed to be doing now, Ashley, is incubating. Okay. Depending on where you're progressive at, because you may not be, I don't think your Leo is in 12th house right now with their progressive. You know what I'm saying? But if it is in your progressive chart, you're supposed to not be, because that Piscean energy is putting out the fire. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to, behind the scenes, you got to do the work behind the scenes. It's not time for you to come out into the daylight, and it's not time for you to blaze a trail yet. Okay. That's what that's telling me. It's time for you to incubate. It's time for you to go behind the scenes in the 12th house energy and dive in that Piscean energy. Okay. It's like everything that you learn in this Piscean energy, in the what's hidden subconscious spiritual realm, everything that you learn here, Ashley, you want to share it. You want to tell people. You want to get the news out. You want to, but you can't. It's about you practicing your skills, your gifts, your talents. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, right now. And this is why you seem confused. You might be a late bloomer like me. Don't worry about it, baby. You're already open. You're already aware. Keep meditating. Keep drinking your warm water. Meditating. Keep speaking your intentions. You know what I'm saying? Keep working with the moon cycles. And I promise you, when Leo come up out of Pisces, baby, and when Leo, or when Leo comes off into your first Arian, come off into the first house, you're gonna be ready. So you're not ready now. Okay. If we'll see what happens in your progressive chart, but you're not ready. Okay. It's just okay, I gotta incubate. That's what I did. I did it for 7 years. It was so much information I was learning. I'm like, whoo, for 7 years. I did it in the dark. So you ain't ready, baby. And that's okay. It's all right. Shit. Don't half-ass it. Have strange dreams and visions when using this. Do you? Make sure you smudge your cards, Nicole Tate, and write down your dreams, Nicole. Write them down. They can be a book. They could be, whatever your dreams are. You can manifest that into a book, like a book, or you can you know, they're telling you something. Okay, so write down your dreams whenever you guys are having strange dreams and things like that. As soon as you get up, Nicole, write them down if it's been a consistent thing. Okay, there's a message that you need to decode that can help you in this reality. Okay. There's so many charts. I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. I do tarot. I work with people shadow side through tarot, and I get people messages from the DCs. Oh my goodness, Ashley, you need to get on my you know, we need to do a hangout on here. I'm lost in the charts and nodes and who's Lilith. Bernice. Okay. Bernice, I hear you, baby. Lost in the charts. Okay, well, there are you know, I always say, you know, there's 3 different types of people. You know what I'm saying? That refers to our 3 different types of charts. So you have your natal chart. That's the one that you're born with, right? You know, you can Google that on Cafe Astrology, you know, like whatever your sun and moon and all that, that's your natal chart. Okay. That's what you were born. This is the energy that you came into this realm with, right? And then we have the progressive chart. That's astraltheme.com. You know, that there's other ones, but that's the one I use, but you can use other one. But that shows you where you are now, where your sun is now. Your sun doesn't stay in your sun. It moves every 30 years, every 25 to 30 years. Your moon changes sign every 2 to 2.5 years. You shift, you transcend, you progress. And so your progressive chart shows you exactly what energy you are navigating now. And the sun is major. You should always know where your sun is at, because that's your personality. You know, that's how you are, that's the energy that you're pushing out. That's how you want to be seen. Okay. So it's good to know, because the progressive sign, it changes, the sun, it changes every 25 to 30 years. Okay. So me, I'll be in Aries until I'm about 60 something, you know, so that's very important. I have Aryan energy. I can use the Aryan energy instead of the Aquarius energy. Oh, we're all community. It's all about the community and friends and my community. I'm more of an Aries now, you know, so that's very important. That changed the game. My moon is not in Cancer anymore. It's in Scorpio, more of a deeper energy. Okay. More of an intense energy. So, you know, it shows where you are now. Okay. And, you know, and so, and then we have the Cedrial, you know, that's when, you know, so they changed the game when they brought that 13th sign in there. I ain't gonna even mess up the name. It started with an O, but it's really Cedrial, Sideral, Cedrial astrology. That includes the 13th sign, okay? And you go backwards. You know, it's 24 degrees backwards or something. What is it? Like 24 degrees backwards, something like that, because they got it, you know, yeah. I was just saying, you know, some people relate to the sidereal astrology, some don't. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing that I learned about sidereal astrology is that it doesn't have an exact beginning point. They do not know where Aries begin, where Pisces end and where Aries begin. They don't know, because it's based off of, you know, different alignments of the planets and things like that. It's just based off different, and it's said to be older than the traditional natal chart. And so what I did to navigate to see, okay, which one am I going to focus on? I printed out both my natal chart and my sidereal chart. I compared all the information, me and my daughters, and I said, okay, which one do I relate to the most? Which one do I want to embody? And the sidereal one is what I embodied. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's worth a look, just looking at both of them to see if there's any differences and which one you really want to relate to. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's up to you. Yeah. Oh, your Lilith is in Scorpio. Ooh. Lilith is the dark moon, girl. She is the goddess. She is a dark goddess, and she controls the other side of the moon. Okay. Lilith, you know, her husband, she was in love with her husband. You know, the astrology has different gods and goddesses. You know, Venus is a goddess, you know, all these things. Jupiter is a god, you know, and so they all have their own stories and how they took their place amongst the stars, or, you know, in there, up there. They all have their own story. Well, Lilith, she's on the other side of the moon, you know. Moon, you already know, rules our emotions. Okay. It rules the water. To me, water is the most powerful element. But so her husband cheated. That's her story. Her husband cheated, honey, and she tortured his ass and his hoes. So when we tap into Lilith energy, that's dark feminine energy. It's very mysterious. It's very seductive, very tempting, you know what I'm saying? Very manipulative energy, very powerful, very magical energy. Lilith, because she was hurt in love. Okay, Lilith, her husband hurt her. She never got over that hurt and that pain. So where Lilith shows up in your charts, that's like your when it comes to love, right? That's like yo, you know. You'd be like, ouch, ugh. So mine was in Pisces. Lilith was in Pisces. So with Lilith being, well, in my traditional chart, Lilith was in Pisces. And Lilith and Pisces people, it tells you that you will never find somebody pretty much. Like, it's like, okay, well, every time you think you done met somebody, you find out that they a lie. You'll never find somebody. You know what I'm saying? So mine went back to Aquarius, which was a different vibe for me, with my Cedriel. So I'm like, yes, I'm going to embody this one. So definitely, check out into Lilith, because that's an energy that we can tap into, just like we could tap into our sun, our moon, our rising. We could tap into Jupiter. Where's Jupiter in our chart? That's expansion, that's growth, that's luck. Where's that? How can we use it? You know what I'm saying? So Lilith in your chart shows you where this like heartache or your struggles that you'll have with love, because Lilith never got over her heartache and her pain. Okay. All right, y'all. Yes. Look up y'all progressive chart. I'm supposed to tell people now from what I'm told. Okay. All right. You, natal aqua moon, married for 20 years so far. Saggy, love fire signs. Yeah, I like fire signs too. Okay. All right. Lilith is in Capricorn. Ooh. There's Lilith in dark moon, which is her point of independence, if I understand it correctly. Okay, Jay. Teach, baby. Teach. I resonate hard with Lilith stories. Yeah, I'm feeling Lilith. Yeah. We feeling Lilith, baby. She. Okay, well, Jay said there's Lilith and dark moon Lilith, which is her point of independence, if I understand it correctly. Okay, yeah, so she did gain her independence. You are right, Jay. She did gain her independence. Okay. Dark moon Lilith is independent and magical. Speak, baby. Go ahead, y'all. Jay talking about Lilith. If y'all want to know more, then I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Thank y'all for vibing with me. But I can't believe I've been on here for 2 hours 14. I hope y'all enjoyed while JB typing. Okay, so Dark Moon Lilith is independent and magical. What about Lilith? Lilith, that's the one that, was she the one that found the husband and she tortured? Okay. Oh, you're welcome, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my exposed video. Let me know if y'all ever run across somebody on any social media talking about I'm a shapeshifter and I'm a spell caster and I be casting spells on people's relationship. Okay. Let me know. Oh, Lord have mercy. You guys are welcome. Thank you for vibing with me. Okay. Until next time, you guys, I will be doing more lives. Y'all can put some lives that y'all would like me to do. All right. I'm still going to be doing the tarot. I'll probably slow down a little bit. I'll probably slow down a just, I mean, I'm still, I'm going to always read for Pisces, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to put them into elements though, like fire or, do more of that. And then, but I want to do more of these lives. I have a lot that I want to share with you guys. I just wanted to wait until the right time. You know what I'm saying? And even though if you may have heard these things, it's always good to have a different perspective. You never know how my perspective can change. And even with us being in the comments, like what Jay just said, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Jay just said Tom D. Jacobs has a great book about the point where Lilith becomes her own. See, I haven't researched that far. I just heard a little bit of Lilith's story. I was like, ooh, Lilith was a bad mamma jamma. So why you up in people chart this? fucking up shit. Maybe because I didn't know about that part. You know what I'm saying? So you see how different perspectives can change. They can change. Okay, spiritual cleansing. Ooh, baby, serpent's tongue. All right, so, all right. So, Nicole, Nate, spiritual cleansing live. Okay, I got you. Spiritual cleansing. Lord, we know that is spiritual cleansing. Sure. Spells and charms. Ooh, really? All right. I do. Yeah, baby. Spells and charms. Okay. I got y'all want to hear about spells? Okay. All right now. And like I said, even though this information is out, it's probably out here. It's always good to have different perspectives because you never know what you can pick up. And if people be up in here, in the chat, we learning from each other, y'all. We are growing from each other. Again, if I don't know anything about the topic, I won't share. You know what I'm saying? I have to know about it and I have to have practice with it. Okay. Candle magic. I know about that. I do have a metaphysical degree, you guys. I just decided to go ahead and get a degree because I have been studying metaphysics forever. So I was like, well, let me get a degree. Let me just make it official. So I have that credential as well. So I know about candle magic. That's what they taught us about candle magic. I can do that. Okay, so she left Adam because he was a tool. Gotcha, baby. Oh, I got you. You make me want to go and research Lilith a little bit more. Thank you, Jay. See what happens? But I appreciate you guys. All right. I love you. Thank you for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for being here. I learned so much from y'all. Ancient Kemet. Okay, Ancient Kemet. Ooh, we could talk about Ancient Kemet too. Ancient Kemet. What do you want to learn about, or what do y'all want to talk about Ancient Kemet? Y'all, you want to talk about the Medu Neter? I started to learn about the Medu Neter. One of the ancestors, or one of the elders, oh God, come on, Shayla. Mfudisi. I love him, his books. I wonder if I got rid of that book when I left the States. He was teaching about the Medu Neter, the first original language in ancient Kemet. And I do not have that. Oh God. And then Dr. Smalls, James Small. Those are the two that I used to look at with ancient Kemet, Vicky. All right. Magic baby. I know that's right. Rituals. Okay. I love rituals. Okay. Rituals. We can do that. We can do that all day. I do that twice a month. I do a ritual. Well, we do rituals every day. We get up, wash our face, moon magic. That's how I started this channel, talking about rituals. Okay. You want everything. All right. All right, Ashley. I got you. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Until next time. Bye, y'all. Let me see. How do I stop this? It might take me a while to figure this out. Indigenous Blacks in America. Okay. Moon magic. Okay. And I'm going to check him out, Jay. I'm going to check him out. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and go. It's time for me to eat. All right, you guys. Love you. Bye.